Because you don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers and you can take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished because we got each other.
Beyond Wednesdays, we got the things to do. Beyond Wednesdays, bring the Wednesday night review. Comics and collectibles, and sometimes comedy too. Yes, it's Beyond Wednesdays, so sit down, what else you gonna do?
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Pretty smooth, Beavis.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night here on Beyond Wednesdays. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Everybody here tonight is
I'm
ready.
enjoying myself.
Everybody here is delirious, half delirious because we're so damn tired, but we're fucking happy to see each other and to do a show. It feels like we haven't done a show in a week, right? So, yeah, bro.
Feels longer.
Jeez Louise. I was trying to do a show out there. Clutch didn't get to hear about the nightmare that was trying to set up to do a show from the Hell Destroys Retailer Summit, bro. What a fucking nightmare that was. So here's the deal tonight.
How come, like, you can't get Wi-Fi out there, dude? Like,
because everybody's on it, bro.
like,
There's
do you have to pay
400,000 people
extra
there.
or what?
Well, think about it, dude. Think how many people show up in that city and just drain their fucking Wi-Fi. So I'm not surprised, but it was kind of shitty. So what tonight is, you guys, is going to be a super more probably relaxed Wednesday night show than you're ready for because I'm honing in on the RSO in a major way tonight, and I know these guys are all super tired, but we haven't talked since the show. And this show was a little different this year. You know, so many of the guys are working, and like I'm one of the guys that's not working, so I get to like just sleep in every day while these guys are working their asses off. And I
think wait, hold on. What is the cutoff for sleeping in? Is it like, I would say like myself, I'm like, hey man, I was sleeping in is like 10 o'clock. That's my sleeping number. Like, Brian, what is your like cutoff for sleeping in?
Yeah, because we all heard him lying last night when he said noon. Bro,
yeah, I was gonna say
I love you, but you try to say you were out and about at noon. My ass, dude. Don't get me wrong.
You want me to defend you, Brian?
You're either out as late as me or later than me every night. So I'm not gonna.
You want me to defend you, Brian?
Yeah.
When Leg sits out at night, dude, it's heavy.
I'll defend Brian a little bit. Like, this dude goes live, not recorded and edited and all that. Goes live like 4 or 5 nights a week, man.
Right.
That's not counting selling and stuff like that.
it was
That's
nice
a
not to do
grind,
that.
bro.
It was nice not to do that and watch these guys fucking work their asses off. But to be honest, that's just like a little joke. To be honest, I only got to see Clutch like 3 or 4 times, just like really shortly. Like, hey, bro, what's up? How's everything going? He's working the booth. He's fucking stressed as a motherfucker.
A badge.
Right?
What the fuck, bro?
And then, is that what you got?
Bro, Nakayama, dude. I
Not
haven't
bad.
seen this cover. Have you guys seen this cover?
And then
Mama!
Leg is running around like a chicken with his fucking head cut off,
Bro,
dude.
this is fire, bro.
Dude, I did.
It was
Hi, Red Hood.
it was
Hi.
from like early in the morning, he's getting up, going to get fucking autographs, going to the floor to do this, going to do that. Like, so I didn't have my normal like road dog that I normally have. That's just down to fucking go hit any place at any time. So I just kind of would get up around like noon, go to the con about 1 or 2, stay in there for about 3 hours, and then the nights were different stories. But you guys worked your ass off, man, and it was cool to see, man.
It was, for me, is a little bit wild because there was one good thing that like overshadowed every step. I mean, it was pretty obvious with the variant drop, what that was, and like everything. But like from day one, every single step somehow got like thwarted. And I'm not like this guy who's like pessimistic and looks down and like, oh, I had this one thing go wrong. You know, from it goes somewhere like certain things are we're gonna have a signing. The guy's train doesn't come in. A very professional guy too. There's people who just don't show up on time. Not this guy. Anyway, so we're late for that, or I'm waiting around for hours for that. All right, then I think back. All right, I'm gonna get to the end of preview. Then they say no, we got to get this something scheduled at 7:30. Preview night's gone. So I've got the stuff. I've got the people that I need to talk to. I've got my poo variant that I've got to pick up to plan my live show the next day that I want to plan in person. Right, I want to plan in person. And then so that happens. We get late to the eBay party. Now, 2 of those signings, those good things, you get them out of the way, but like it throws you back. So by Thursday morning, you're trying to catch up for the day before. From trying to having a timed out signing, and then Bryan, I wait for Bryan, I buy him a drink. We're gonna leave. It's like 4 PM. I'm gonna run back. I'm like, wait for him. He meets me there because we only had one set of keys for the place that we had. I leave dude. I get all the way back and I reach in my pocket and I go, I didn't even reach into my pocket. I go, we didn't change keys. And I go like this. So I'm like, it was like, so that
you
day
had to walk all the way back with all this shit.
I got in 8.5 miles that day. 8.5 miles. I got in the Uber at 11:45 to meet people, right? 11:45. And I was like, I'm going to check my steps. 20,000 and 8.5 miles. I'm like, all right. And that was number one on the show. So it was crazy because I feel like, so you're thinking I'm doing all this stuff. I swear I couldn't even, whenever I would go to meet somebody, whenever I'd be carrying something, that person was not around every single time, whatever booth, something like that. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And then you're standing around like, how far do I run? Like, what do I do? Cause dude, this actually, there was a train incident that really epitomizes it all. Okay. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to meet, I think it's when I'm going to meet Bryan over at Bub's for lunch. I get out, and right as I'm walking across the street, I stay like an extra minute talking to somebody, right? I'm getting across the street. The train comes, it's 3 miles. I swear to God, it's the longest train I've ever seen. It stops in the middle of the tracks. The whole convention center is cut off. You can't go anywhere. There is a bridge down by our apartment. Okay. But I don't need to go over that bridge. That's way out of my way. I wait. Luckily, this guy selling water bottles for $2. I drink some water. I walk all the way back to the bridge. The train starts cruising. And I'm like, all right, it's still faster if I go back the other way. The train starts cruising. I get all the way back. It stops again. And I've walked all the way back.
Right? So for those of you guys that don't,
be kidding me, dude.
For those of you guys that don't know how San Diego is set up, when with Legs talking about the train. So here's the convention center, right? This is the convention center. This thing right here, yeah. And in front of the convention center,
where we stayed over there on the right too.
There's train tracks, right? And it's constantly got a trolley or something on it. Yeah. So you have to go across the train tracks. And when there's a fucking train, it's a pain in the ass, big time, like major pain in the ass.
Yeah,
you
there's
can see our bridge though.
On railway run, but like for the trolleys and stuff that are amazing because if you're staying at the airport or whatever, you're staying further down Mission Valley, you hop on the trolley, boom, 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 you're done. But then there's also like a straight up like freaking freight train rail that is on there too. And this is the one that happens like basically once a night. This 3 mile long train just fucking stops for like an hour. Like Drew and Fin and Mark got stuck on the other side for an hour. And they were just like, we just went to the bar and hung out more. You know, it was like that bad.
So this year, here's another thing I want to explain to everybody. So the convention center is here. On the either side of the convention center, there's a hotel. There's a Hilton, and then there's a, what is this one? A Marriott, right? And that's where people usually stay. So you're always going at some point going between the hotels, whether it's to go to the bars, to go meet somebody, to go get something signed. And this year, it was probably the closest that we've ever stayed in San Diego. We were right here at this place, right here, this building. And so we just get up in the morning, straight shot to the convention center. Boom. You know, we took this. We would get up right here, Park Boulevard, take this fucking bridge across, and boom, you're there. It was fucking awesome, dude.
Right next to Hall H, which is basically the beginning of the center.
Yeah, this is Hall H right here.
And then but yeah, it was I mean I had a great week, but it was just every time I took off running somewhere, there was no point in running. There was no point in running there. So
these guys were working the whole time. So I haven't had a chance to talk much to Clutch. I've talked to Legg, but not about a ton of it.
Not really. Yeah.
And one thing I do want to talk about that was pretty amazing, and I'm going to give my perspective of it. So I get there, and Legg, I think Legg, you didn't get. I got there probably 4 or 5 hours before you. I think, maybe 3 hours before you. I don't know.
To his house.
Yeah, and as soon as he gets there, he's got all this shit, and he's like, dude, because I'm able to take a car, I just take everything. So he had so many books, bro.
Poor planning on my part, by the way.
It was fucking unreal the amount of books that I saw. Legg come up with
for all the props Clutch has been giving me. I ill prepared for this. Not for the show. I've seen him be like, oh, I see Legg with his sheets and he gets it color coordinated. No, when you get, I'm tell you what, I'm pretty decent on an airplane because you whittle down to what you need and what you think you're gonna get and things like that. And when you're in the car, you're like, oh, I'll just grab it right, but no, because you have to sort it somewhere and you don't have any extra time to do it. So this was and then Drew said to me, our good friend wanted, he was like, hey, he's like, I needed another day, and I was like, I needed another day. I wanted to leave in the morning. I didn't. I was like, one more day of prep, and so it was what it was, but it's all worked out. It was a whirlwind. It was really good. So I'm going to Chicago now to do it again. So
okay, so
if you want to join me in Chicago in a couple of weeks, let me know.
So I get there, so Legg gets there, and he goes, oh, talking about this variant, and I go, what variant? He goes, oh, you don't know, and I go, okay, let me know. So, can we talk about this? Can we talk about how this all came apart? Because yeah. So I'm gonna let Legg talk basically how this came apart.
I'd rather, if he's cleared up, I'd rather him tell the story.
All right, this is fucking amazing.
Because he knows more of the story. Because I had some ideas while I was having all my best ideas, having a margarita at the beach. So.
So I want to say it was like Tuesday of the week.
It was Tuesday. It was 15 days ago.
So the Tuesday. So the Tuesday, 7-8 days before San Diego Comic-Con, and Legg, we're on a text chain with myself, Drew, One Comics, and Brandon, Melissa from Rabbit Comics. So we're just shooting the crap about it stuff, and how pumped I am for having the. Is that buzz for me or you?
I know it's Legg. I got it. I'll take. If I mute him and unmute him, it goes away. His noise canceling goes in effect.
So it was literally talking about we were talking about this variant, how cool these are, and how pretty these came out. And that these were getting there, and Legg was like, oh man, everyone's like everyone basically on the chat was like, man, we all wish we would have all had the forethought to do some stuff. And Legg literally is just he's like, man, he's like, how did no one think about this? And he just types in it, and then this is in a text chain. He just types the phrase SDCC, but cross out the S. And it took me 15 seconds of what? And I was like, oh.
I think I resent SDCC,
Yeah, like a-
XDCC
Yeah.
on
and I
top
was
of
like,
each other, so it looked like clear.
"Oh." So like literally I don't think I replied anything else to the chain. I said I think maybe I said that's a cool idea or whatever like that. And so I literally grabbed my phone and sent my buddy Tim Daniel over to Vault, and I was like, bro. And Tim, you got Tim's doing on the show. You guys know Tim, just a wizard.
An amazing
I called
design.
Tim and I'm like Timmy D, I'm gonna say something to you, and I want your honest opinion. He's like, all right, got you. And he's like, I go SDCC, but cross out the S. And he goes, God damn it, Clutch. Why didn't we think of that? I'm like, well, Legg just did. I was like, what can we do? He's like, hold on. And he calls over his wife, Erin. He's like, Erin. He says, SDCC, but cross out the S. And she literally goes, oh, I heard her gasp on the phone. And then we were just like, dude, all right, what can we do? I was like, dude, bro, can we come up with a quick like t-shirt design, some stickers or postcards? Like, what can we do to be super fast? And then Tim was just like, you want to do a cover? And I was like, what? He's like, you want to do a cover? I was like, can we do a cover? He's like, yeah, why not? I was like, where are we gonna have to get it done at? We got like 8 days. He's like, well, you figure that out and I'll figure out the rest. And I'm like, all right. So Tim's like, all right, I'll hit up Adrian and Damien and David at Vault, his partners, and he's like, let me get their approval, and then we'll start working on stuff. And we like, I was like, dude, I just want to use like, what's the simplest, quickest thing we can do? Just a SDCC logo and cross, like literally X out the S, do something like that, make it look cool, whatever. So within an hour, he sketches out this kind of design that has got the S turned into stairs. And I was like, this is sick. And he had comped in some like Brett Bean art to be on top of it, because Brett's doing a bunch of work with Vault on the spin-off, the Crocodile series. And so he's done a ton of stuff with that. So he's like, oh yeah, we got all this Brett art. He's like, I'm sure we can get Brett to give us the thumbs up on it. I was like, you think so? He's like, yeah. He was like, yeah. He's like, I'll get back to you tomorrow. I was like, okay. So like, this is going. I don't say a word to anybody else. I say nothing, because I'm like, if this doesn't happen, I don't want Legg to get like all like excited, and because who knows? Like it is such a far-fetched idea that this thing could happen in the short amount of time.
Right. I know that. Yeah.
So literally like pull it together like the next day, like, and Tim and I are texting like while he's doing, he's like, you're gonna love this. He's like, Adam Cahoon, who also works at Vault, and he does like he's an artist, he does production art too. He's like, Adam's working on this thing. He's like, I'll get you tomorrow morning. I'm like, go to bed. I'm like, whatever, like this is crazy. But at the same time, I'm like, I got to start looking for a printer too. So while that's happening, I reach out to a couple of friends. I reach out to Adam Kellenberger, and I was like, Adam, who do you guys use? He's like, I use these guys out of Arizona. I hit up Davis. He's like, Davis, because we had just done the Sweet Death book. I was like, Davis, who did this? He's like, oh, the same guy that Adam uses. I was like, oh my God, company called Heroes and Villains. Steven over there, I send them a message. I'm like, hey dude, I got a crazy thing. I'm working with Vault, might have this really rushed thing. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know what your capabilities are, but your work is awesome, because I have your books in my house from my books. And he's like, oh yeah, I know you, because I just shipped you the Sweet Death. He's like, I know you're on the Dreadful 3. I was like, this is bonkers among bonkers. He's like, yeah, we could do it. I'm like, what? You could? He's like, yeah, what do you want to do? I was like, I want to do this, and this. He's like, yeah, it's easy. I'm like, okay. And he explains his capabilities, the foil stuff that he can do. I was like, this is nuts. And then Tim the next day is like, hey man, like, sends me this image, and it was like, I was like, this is amazing. I was like, you whipped this up in a day.
Yeah,
Look at this, dude.
The San Diego
It's fucking
just
genius,
like
dude.
And I'll say, like, I was like, there's something here. Why hasn't this been done? And I was like, well, Clutch, you got a book, man. Maybe you can get like make some cool like graphics, advertisements or something, because I don't have a dungeon crawler book. And he's like, he was like, I will take that and I will upgrade that to.
It looks like he crushed the convention, dude.
Like, it was pretty bonkers. And the fact that like Steven too, like this dude, like an absolute wizard. Like he got the files on Thursday, Like they were
Right.
printed, all the guts were all. I mean, this is all like straight up, and this is all like 1,000% official. Like this was like working straight up with Vault. They gave us the permission to do it. They did all the files, did all the communication with the printer, like pulled this thing off because for them too, like I had Nathan, Nathan was going to be in the booth doing stuff with me. He did the Invincible cover and the other covers they did. I had the show with Matt Dinneman and Nathan. So like they were like all four doing crazy stuff. So we put through this whole thing and holy smizzokes, man, like this thing is so epic. And then this was the boxer idea that I had come up with. My buddy JJ and I had tossed this around for something else. I was like, let's flood the background with boxers and pulled it off.
I got to tell you something. So Legg, when he went and picked up the books and he came in and he woke me up with I think I was getting ready and he threw a stack of them at me. And I like each one just so I could see them. And the embossed heart boxer cover is one of the best covers I've seen, bro. Like I was blown away by how good it is. Like we got to reach out to Steven to get him on because I've heard nothing but good things about Heroes and Villains, and I don't know if he'd ever be willing to come on a podcast. But you're right; they did such a good job with the embossed versions of these, and the embossed
and the
heart.
Foils are great too.
And I'll tell you, like I didn't know it was gonna. Like I honestly didn't know it was gonna be like full on embossed foil. Like. And Steven was like, he's like, yeah, that's what you paid for. I'm like, I don't remember. Like I was in a haze and just give me whatever I can get. And he does all the back end design work of like doing the foil layers and all that stuff. And you can see there's kind of embossing on it. It was insane. And I was absolutely blown away. And quality is so freaking good. The books look amazing. Like I honestly I did not think something magical could happen like that. And I've heard like Marat go to his printers and get something done like very last minute, whatever. But like this, Polito doing the same thing too, like a last minute idea. But this was just like holy smokes, and it came out great. I wish it's like one of the things too. Like I kind of wish we would have done more, but also like having some parts were super limited, and we had a massive. We put, I would say, half of the books were on sale in the booth on Saturday. Maybe a little bit less than half. 40% we had in the booth because Legg had his stuff, I had stuff, and Rupp had stuff and stuff, and it was like crazy. And people, we had books. And honestly, like there were still copies of the base version, the white just cardstock one. Like we had copies until 2:00. Like those were if you wanted a book, you had ample time to get a book.
Yeah,
like people were like, I gotta get the foils, and those went crazy fast. So
so the print run on it, you guys.
6.1 treatments. There's we got the secret.
Yeah, there was the secret metals.
There was 500 of the regular cover, 250 of the foil, 150 of the embossed regular, and then same for the boxers variant. There was 200 of the regular boxers, 150 foil, and 75 of the embossed. And then there was a metal. So, but the metal was only a couple copies, right?
Yeah, the metals. I mean, there's 30 metals total of each cover, and those were actually meant as like a thank you to the all the team, everyone who worked on the thing got 2 of each of the medals. And then Vault is getting like 15 each of the medals that they get to use for promotional stuff later on. So
that's awesome, dude. So cool.
And then like we brought these over to Brett Bean at the show. It was funny too because Legg took some copies over to get signing with Brett Bean on preview night, which actually like horribly ruined like all of Legg's preview night, which is one of his biggest nights of the show, but. Thankfully, it balanced out with having the stuff at the show because it was
it balanced out because we don't know when it could have happened. And to be honest with you, it was a lot. It was that 7:30. When I got the call for 7:30, as I was dropping these off at 6:30, I would have still had 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So it was like but one of the reasons for that badge, like for but like so it wasn't really this. And also, dude, his train was late, and also that video. I kind of love the video that I made in the window.
Oh yeah.
So if he wasn't late, I wouldn't have been making the video. With a new label. I like that.
5.5, baby. Lowest
Let's
rated copy.
rock.
Lowest in the census, bro. Triple sign, remark, bro.
Double sign, double remark.
Oh, double
So
sign,
good.
yeah.
Dude, you don't know what you didn't want to know what Scott Snyder charges for that bat, dude.
So
Thank you, Clutch.
that was pretty fucking amazing to watch that happen. That was the first day that I found out about that. I was like, all right, this is already a win. You know, for me, it felt like, okay, the con is already a win. And then to hear everybody talking about that book, man, it was very impressive to kind of see that happen where the industry is in a weird place. And I kind of got a chance to talk about this at the panel I did. I did. This was kind of cool. I showed this on the industry show. This was special for me. I got my very first ever.
That is so cool, Brian. Good
right?
for you, bro.
Right.
I love
That is awesome.
So
dude.
pretty
You
dope.
gotta frame that, dude.
Right? Very first one.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. But the panel was talking about basically how there's this new part of this industry. There's this new thing that is happening with these live selling platforms. The industry is adapting, you know, part of they're pivoting parts of the industry and making new things for these platforms that is helping push it. You got the blind bags, you got the retailer exclusive variants. And then to see it happen firsthand where this variant comes out of nowhere, it's a good idea. The publisher is willing to put in a little bit extra work to make it happen. They know it's a good idea. Some of the creators are into it. Saw Clutch do a fucking eBay live with, you know, the writer of Dungeon Crawler Carl, which, are you kidding me, you guys? Are you fucking kidding me?
I was talking my crown of the
kidding.
sepsis horror, dude.
Bro. Like, and
Let's go.
all this stuff is happening, and exactly what we're talking about on this panel, I witnessed. And you have, you know, these cool moments that happen like that, all on this new world that the industry is in. It's very interesting. And then I saw something interesting, and we even talked about this during the panel. During the panel, Legg's going on Whatnot for the first time in how long, Legg?
Well, so I did randomly. I had a bad. I was having not a good Friday, and I was like, I wonder if I have any Whatnot people left, right? Like, because I still got 2,000-3,000 followers. I don't remember what. I think 2,000 something like a. And so I said, so I jump on, and I had people come in the room. I was like, all right, cool. Got 25 people or something like that. Well, that's better than I was doing that evening. So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, all right. So I got some people from in. We got people in the Discord. So hey, Sean's live. All right. So we get in there. So I did that, and I did one other little show. And I was like, okay. Well, I'd only scheduled my eBay stuff. There's nowhere wrong. Friday night, massive San Diego eBay show, just so you know. All right. Bringing heat, right? I had a great eBay show. Thank you for last night. I'm not but yeah. But anyway, I had not been on there. And also it was a thing where we weren't dropping this book until Saturday, right? So he had Tom was in a video, I think first. I think a couple people from the clutch bags might have posted online, but I don't know that they went around, made the circles, but I had people text me a couple pictures on Friday.
Oh yeah. Friday I did that too.
Yeah. That made it even more. Dude, that even made it more awesome. And then so we sat, and so then either Friday I'd already had. So Friday night I scheduled the show, but I said, and I knew we were about to start, so I said, Dungeon Crawler Car Secret Drop, it's a picture of me on the Hell Destroyer balcony from Tuesday night, drunk at like 3 a.m. And then so then the next morning, I placed it with a picture of that and a few other books. I had Good and Signed the Absolute Homages and things like that. And then the next thing I've got it's Saturday night and I've got 200 bookmarks, and I haven't been on the platform. And I'm sitting like this.
I told you a long time ago to jump back on Whatnot,
I'm
bro.
doing all right. So, well, I did both nights. And I'm going to be honest, though, I will say, they gave good, better fees this weekend for all 4 days. eBay did give good fees on Friday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's like, okay, cool. So I jumped on Jackson here, yeah. So yeah, I said it was like 200, man. And so I started cooking it 200 people, right? And it was like, oh, all right. And then I had other stuff. I don't know how these are gonna go. This is the first time I tried to drop ever in my life on there. Whenever I've done it on eBay, it's buy it now. And then so I did drops by doing 2-second auctions on eBay, but like anyway, it worked. And so I'm sitting there cooking, dude, and I'm like, all right, so welcome back, I guess. But at the same time, I know that I'm not realistically gonna have over 200 people every show, but I know when I have Dungeon Crawler Carl drops, I proved it on eBay. I sat on eBay last night. Thank you to my new Dungeon Crawler community. I love this. I will be finished. I've got 30 minutes left in the first book. Okay. And I'm freaking out because I had to tell people what to do today. And then so I'm going to get that. I'm going to walk the dog and finish book 1 in the morning. So I'm pretty excited about my morning. I'll be up early for once tomorrow. All right.
So I go to this panel and I go to the panel before it just because by the way, it was fucking hotter than shit in San Diego. Usually it's in the mid 70s, low 70s, 60s at night. It was high 80s the whole fucking time, super humid. Even the people that lived there were going through it. We'd in our Airbnb, the people be complaining about how hot it is. And some people didn't have air conditioning.
More humid this time, but yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyways, I go to the panel before my panel that I'm doing, and just to cool off, and fucking Bolo walks in. I see Bolo, and he comes in. I'm like, hey, bro, you on the panel? He's like, no, I wanted to come check it out. I saw you on it. I was just coming to check it out, da-da-da. And we start bullshitting, and we're just talking. And so I get up to do the panel, and we're talking about one of the reasons the panel was about has drop culture killing comics. And one of the things that they said is one of the reasons why this drop culture has happened in comics and has really manifested. Appreciate that. Much love to Carl. Or is that Carla? Who is that? Is that Kevin's? That's Kevin's better half, right? Or is that Kevin's brother? Kevin, who is that? I know that's one of the crew. So shout out Music Pub crew. That's his brother, I believe. I think that's Kevin's
Thanks,
brother. Yeah. So I apologize. Cannabis. Where was I at? Oh, so we're on the panel. One of the reasons that they say this drop culture has really manifested is because of Whatnot, and we start talking about Whatnot, and about how, and I talk about it about how Whatnot is in live stream selling has just really catapulted everything in a major way. It's brought a lot of new money, new collectors into the industry, and as we're saying this, Bolo's watching Legg sell this Dungeon Crawler Carl book. And I say something to Jack, who's sitting, in the front, and Jack goes, "Yeah, I'm currently watching Legg have more or twice as many people watching him drop a Dungeon Crawler Carl variant after not being on the app in 6 months, and he has twice as many people, or 3 years. He has twice as many people watching him than Clayton Crane right now." And it was just like, holy shit, dude. Right? What are the chances? Anybody can do that in the comic book industry right now because of these live selling platforms, because of how the industry has pivoted to, put some extra effort into it and create blind bags. And we talked about the blind bags. The V-Friends guys were on the panel, and they were talking about, the guy, he was talking about how, dude, there was people in the panel audience that were there just because they got into V-Friends. They'd never been into comics, never been into nothing. They got into V-Friends. Their whole family's into V-Friends, and they have all the comics, and they're getting into comics, and this is their first Comic Con, not San Diego Comic Con, comic convention, because of V-Friends, dude. There was a guy with
it's all like this.
with V-Friends tattooed on his face.
Easier.
And
what?
bro, it was fucking crazy.
Joe, I didn't know you were there.
It was nuts, man. It was fucking nuts. And that's the type of shit that is going on in the industry right now. And there's this new, and at the end of the question was answered, is it killing the comics industry? No, fuck no. There is still regular, normal, what people would consider a normal way of doing business in the comics world, and con retailers and dropping con exclusives. You know, Clutch is a perfect example of that. Rups, Trinity Comics, KRS, and they're making just as much money. They're doing well too. The money is flowing. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple things that there's always a couple, you know, douchebags in every, you know, group, but there, for the most part, it is fucking, dude. The biggest things at the con, everybody would talk about. Obviously, Absolute, Dungeon Crawler Carl was fucking massive. It was everywhere. Those were like the big things. I did talk a lot about the DC announcement. You know what blows me away about the whole DC announcement about the price gouging? I haven't seen a single retailer say that they've gotten an email from anybody about it, yet alone even DC. And
it's actually, we were digging yesterday. It's actually on their website, and all that text is taken actually from the DC website.
So it's that, but that's very interesting, right? Like that's going on. Is there a hammer that's going to drop at some point from that? Is it necessary? Is it necessary right now? I don't know. Like
I think for the most part, people are policing themselves to a degree. You know,
yes,
and if,
that's what we need.
Someone's going to turn you in. They're going to rat you in. So
that's
what
we need.
The eye of Sauron on you. So I think that's kind of where things are.
I always loved hockey. Hockey's always been my favorite sport because not as much as it is nowadays, but back in the day when I fell in love with the Phoenix Roadrunners here at fucking Memorial Coliseum, the Madhouse on McDowell, it was a thing. Hockey players police themselves. If you fucking did something that was against the code or against the brotherhood, you got fucking punched. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying we're gonna go around punch people, but like Clutch is saying, if we police ourselves and say and do it in ways where it's like, hey, we want to foster community, we want to foster the right types of retailers, the right types of publishers, the right types of industry, the right types of businesses, and do it in a way where, you know, you're not necessarily punching somebody in the mouth, but you're saying, hey, this is what we like, we respect the people that do it this way. That's policing itself, and I hope that it stays that way. I don't want DC to have to fucking lay down a hammer, or Lunar to have to lay down the hammer. Is it going to be necessary? I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? So that was very interesting. That whole thing, that whole moment, just recognizing that the change and seeing it happen with that book was very fulfilling. A lot of retailers, we went to the eBay Live party. Great eBay Live party. Excellent. Clutch pulled basically an Irish goodbye because he went there so quickly that nobody saw him, and he was in and out because he was so busy. But he put together these. So hot. It was hot.
So
I need to go grab something real quick. Talk about the eBay party real quick. Be right back.
It was also eBay did this last year through like an event on Wednesday night after the show. So it was like kind of awesome because it's really hard sometimes to like, when you at the con to go try to find a restaurant that's still open on the Wednesday night. So they had the Water Grill open, and you popped up there, got some food, got some drink. It was really good. I put together some little blind bag things for giveaways at the thing. It was really nice. But I got up in there with after full day of working with my guys, and I was like, they all dipped out as soon as they're like, nope. They noped, and I just made sure I did the rounds. And I was like, I was there for like 5 minutes, and I was like, Aliza, I got to dip. I can't. I'm melting. I'm sweating. And again, like to Brian's point about how wet it was, and dude, I would walk to the convention in the morning. I would walk back with the cart of books or whatever, and I would have to change my shirt because the 2 walks back and forth. And I'm at the hotel next door. I had sweated through my shirt, and I think my wife, for packing extra, she helped me. She's like, "How many underwear do you need?" I'm like, 15. How many shirts do you want? 12. I'm like only gone for 7 days, like I was doubled up. And I even had to buy shirts from Alex Pardee because I didn't have enough. It was crazy.
And then I think the bar where it was, did they even have AC? It felt like they didn't even have AC.
Not in the upstairs. And also honestly, they may not, because in the downstairs portion, they usually just have all the windows open.
Yeah,
so the air
Beach Cities had the tendency, and we don't know if it was like remodeled. That building's been there for a while. Water Grill, you know, it's not like it's been there forever. I mean, it's really nice. If you guys don't know Water Grills, they're pretty decent spots. I mean, they did. We were only there, you know, but I had my stream with my my Motu variant, so that was cool. And so that made me late. So wait, was that Wednesday?
eBay party was Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. We were. Bryan was with us.
Yeah. So we went. Really cool bar. Free food. The food was fucking excellent. They're walking around with these like sliders and prime rib and free drinks. They just put on a really good. eBay Live has been doing a really good job at these events. They put on really good events. You see around great people, great retailer, great friends. I was the first night where I got to hang out with DeVoe and John from Cover Price, who amazing job. Cover Price had many conversations about Cover Price and how important they are for the industry, and it was good to talk to them. And like, I even got to talk to John and be like, "Hey, bro, are these change? Can you make these changes possible?" Because, and I explained to multiple people, Cover Price is not only like this cool website that gives you a chance to like make wish lists and checklists, and you get to kind of like catalog your collection and shit, but it's also good for like content creators like me who use it not only to create segments or foster content, but I use it to show things. And so I was like, hey, if you can make these changes, it would really help me as a content creator out. And they were very receptive to him. He's like, yeah, I can do that. I'll figure out a way to make that happen. It was very cool. So,
and people are remiss if they don't at least subscribe to the newsletter. It is free cornbread all damn day.
Yeah.
Just sign up for the Cover Price newsletters. That'll get you onto the site. Whether or not you subscribe, you're missing out on something free by just not reading the emails.
And so, I go in. We go in, we mingle, and I see they have this table full of these fucking bags, right? And I see people opening up these bags and pulling all these dope things, and I noticed some of them were our boy Clutch's variants that were in here. So, Clutch, congratulations again on putting together a really cool thing, because people were pulling signed fucking Dragotas, like all these dope signed books out of these. So
we put together some packs. Like eBay asked me if I'd do it again, and I was like, because I did it last year, and I was like, yeah, of course. Like I can't. It was a bunch of my variants. So I'm like, I don't want people just to be like, oh, I got another TMNT book. I'm like, I'm gonna put in some fun stuff in there. So we tossed in some. There's like 25 or maybe 30 signed books in them mixed too. So
yeah, so I'm gonna give away one tonight. We'll open it. Yeah, we'll open it later in the show. Shout out to the eBay crew. They were great. By the end of the night, there was like a bunch of packs left on the table. And I'm like, hey, can I grab a couple to give away during the show? Because, they shout out to eBay Live. They're great. And, they know Beyond Wednesdays. And I was like, yeah, I'll give them away on the show. They're like, go for it. So I grabbed some. So we got giveaways. Shout out to eBay Live. For that, we'll give those away. Let me get that going. But
it was pretty funny. I was for the 5 minutes I popped in there, I saw Haha You Wish over at a table, and he literally had a sack of 10 of them, and he was like hoarding over them like Schmaug. He was like, oh, you can't take my bags. I was like, how did you get 10? The dude was like, he was doing a walk over and just like grabbing shit up if you left it on the table. So
it was crazy, dude.
And I honestly, like, even though I want to, I like Bryan and I are in standoffs on who wants to carry shit the least.
Yes.
But like when I finally, I'll put it this way: I lug shit around so much during conventions that when I'm in a backpack free, hands free event, you can have whatever the hell it is you're gonna give me if it doesn't fit in my pocket, dude.
Yeah.
Right. If it's not worth $200, I don't. No, I'm not bagging on the bad. I'm just talking or like any monetary thing. I'm like, I can't deal with this, man. I'm off work right now.
Yeah. So that was
There's
kind
nothing
of.
wrong with that, bro.
All right.
Let me see here. I swear I just downloaded a bunch of shit. Let me see here. Where is it? So I took a bunch of videos. Where did I put these? Let's go to here. Let's see if these are in here. All right, here they are. So I did take a bunch of videos. Let me see if I can pull those up. But really, really fun event that eBay Live put on. And then what was after that? I can't remember what was after that. And then what was Thursday? You guys gonna? I'm fucking. I can't remember my days now. Like that's the other thing. There was so much going on that you just forget what was happening. Oh, I remember. Okay, so I go to this event and it's this comic book legal defense fund art auction thing that they do every year, right? They've been doing that for a while, right? That CBLDF, but Ignition Press helped with this one, so I went to it and I met up with Hanson and the Snick crew, and I get there and they're like, yeah, man, it's pretty damn hot up there right now. You might want to wait a little bit because there's a big line to get in and it's just hot as hell. There's no air conditioning in that room. And so there's nobody down in the lobby. We're just waiting in the lobby. And all of a sudden, fucking Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse himself, right? 3-time featherweight champion of the UFC, walks in the hotel, and I'm like, holy shit. And I make eye contact with him. I give him just like a point and a thumbs up just to let him know, like, hey, fuck yeah. And he's with his wife and he's with this Japanese girl in full on Japanese, geisha style dress. And I think it might have been his manager or something. And he comes over, he comes in and he's like, are you guys here for the get together? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, oh, what do you guys do? And so they were explaining about Snick, and he's like, they ask him, oh, what do you do? And he's like, well, I wrote a manga, and I didn't realize this, but he did an 8-part. Yeah, he did an 8-part manga, and
That's awesome,
right? And he goes, I go, oh, how long have you been into comics? He goes, I just got into it. I go, really? He's like, yeah, I'm always been into the manga and anime culture and stuff, but because he does have a Twitch show. I don't know if you guys know that, but he does Twitch now, which is crazy. And but he goes, I just got into comics with Absolute Batman. And that was another one of the crazy things at this con. So many people new into comics because of either Dungeon Crawler Carl, Absolute Batman, V Friends, so many new people getting into comics for the first time. And that was very fucking evident. So
I am formally welcoming all Absolute Batman and Dungeon Crawler Carl people in here.
Right?
The Dungeon Crawler people seem nicer, but
they're great.
Everybody come to play, please. Please, we like your stuff too.
One of the things about the DCC folks is that there's a lot of you two talk to a lot of them too. There's a big learning curve for people coming over from novels and collecting that type of stuff to collecting comics and getting into this world, because dude, it's very easy to get lost in the amount of stuff that happens and the low numbers on certain print runs or whatever. But then also, it's also very easy to be taken advantage of by other people too. So
absolutely.
We've had a very good time, talking to the, a bunch of these guys who were just coming in. They're like, hey man, we're here for all the knowledge and we want to help you guys out as much as you can. And Legg jumped in. He's on one of the DCC discords for the comics, and we're trying to be as helpful. And so if anyone else out there, if you're newer to the space and you have questions, feel free to hit me, Leg, Brian, Hood,
Yeah.
on up any of us up. Like we are not gatekeepers. We're here with open
Right,
arms
absolutely
for
not.
everybody. So
Yeah, and they did
Absolutely.
have like I had some in the Discord somebody asking about reselling things and ways to do in conventions and things like that, and I'm like, you know, hey, if you guys have questions like this is all I do. Like, it's really all I do. I barely even foray into any cards or anything like that, collectibles, things that I like, you know. So I'm like, just bringing them to tables and conventions, terrible way to do it. You know, people might see like that might be a good way at maybe Pokemon or sports cards or something, and being able to maneuver around like that. I'm like, bringing a Dungeon Crawler Carl book to an old school dealer you're not going to get, you're not going to get anywhere. This is it's an online game, things like that. Just, any little pieces of advice, like Clutch said, any of us are here.
So, we're talking to Mighty Mouse about this stuff, and he's like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I have a YouTube channel, this and that. I was like, I love how you have this second career going with content creation on Twitch. I kind of do the same thing, but it's all about comics and stuff. And I go, I would love to have you come on and talk about the manga. And he goes, what's your IG? And I tap I have one of those things on my phone so I could tap phones. So I tap his phone, and I get this message, and it says fucking. It was like a cool moment because I grew up a huge MMA fan, UFC, like WEC, like all that stuff back in the day, and it was a cool moment to see like Demetrius Johnson follows you, and then I get a message from him, and he's like, "Balls in your court, dude. I'm down to come on." So I'm like, "Sweet." Fucking, so I'm gonna try and we'll try and get him on here sometime soon. But that was also the other thing of the con, like the one of the third major things of the con to me was every con we go to, I feel like the channel is getting more and more love, where people are like, oh, I love the show, or I explain what we do and people are like super stoked about it, that type of shit. Shout out to everybody that came up and said what's up. Shout out to BB66 with the super chat. He says,
thank you, BB.
Dibs on eBay Live Star Wars comic or Absolute Batman. There we go. So that was the other thing. Everybody coming up and saying how much they love the shows and love what we do. And when we went to the Hell Destroyer event, that was kind of interesting. We didn't get to see Clutch there. Clutch didn't get to go to this year, but I did get to see. I got to hang out with Steve Gem Mint for the first time. I seen him in New York, but we were all so busy that I didn't get a chance to kick it. But so when we got to the Hell Destroyer event, and I tried to get the show going, and I spent like 2 hours trying. I bought an extra set of mics, so I made sure I had all the mics I needed, and I brought all this extra equipment, and I set it up, and I could not get the fucking StreamYard to work. So after like 2 hours of trying to connect, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna hang out the rest of the night. And I got to shoot the shit with Gem Mint and talk shop. You know what I mean? Like about content creation and YouTube, and we had just hit the 10,000 mark while we were there. Thank you to everybody out there for that. That was a big deal. And, I got to talk to Steve like about, cause he's been where we're at, where feels like we're finally getting some momentum, and, the channel is working really well. And it was cool to hear, get advice about this, and that type of shit. I got to meet a bunch of people. I got to meet Xavier from Night of Comics. Great dude. It's Xavier, right? I hope I'm not saying his name. Yeah, Xavier. Fucking great dude. Got to meet him and not meet him, but hang out with him again. Spend a little bit more time talking shop. Got to see Katya again. Holy shit, her art just keeps getting better and better. That was pretty cool. Like, that's the other thing about a lot of the artists that we love on this channel that we've talked about, is the really good ones, they just keep getting better. Pete Carroll, Sveta, Mark Spears, we see that in Katya. You know, like there's these artists that we see that just keep getting better with everything they put out. It's better.
yeah.
It's better. It's better. That was fucking amazing. Who else? So many people. It was cool. I got to see Legg and Kern together again after the famous Las Vegas duel of the fucking
Dude, I did not
7 foot.
see Kern enough, man, and I'm not gonna make it out to terrific. So I'm a little sad that the same last two, man, we didn't get to hang enough. Just kind of like we keep saying, man, people just busy doing different things in different directions. It sucks. Like you're right down the street, but you just get pulled into doing different things. You know.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is this year, next year, I'm planning for a month. There's no way, you know, because each con you're like reeling from it. And they got a lot done, like a ton of heroes, which is easy. Heroes is gonna be. I'm gonna make heroes. We're getting a table of heroes next year, guys. I don't care what anybody says. So that's I don't care what we have to do. But yeah, that's it just sucks being drawn apart. Like you're all there at the same time, you have same experiences. And you know, it was kind of cool because, you know, we always do the Hell Destroyer event. And if you guys don't know, they did have the art summit thing on Thursday, which we didn't make it to. I just had some other things come up. I had to do a live stream for my book that night, and I thought I could go there first, and there just wasn't enough time that day. And then, so there's a Tuesday event. So the people are like, "Oh, well, we're gonna see you there." We're like, "Yeah." Like, so we do. We'll see you there. And then same with Bad Idea. People are like, "Hey, are you going to this Bad Idea thing?" We're like, "I'm like, are you on the Bad Idea thing?" This is our favorite thing to do every year. So this one, I would say both were like kind of crazy, like compared to years past. That idea, putting that thing together, having like all the artists signing, having books. They usually have like some books for giveaways. I was not prepared for what I saw at, you know, Bad Idea. And unfortunately, you know what cut into, I don't want to say unfortunately, because it was one of the most amazing show I've ever had, but the Dungeon Crawler show on Saturday night, but you know, it had to cut into it. And I didn't get time to shower before. So I wasn't going there smelling like I was after that day.
Right.
So yeah, I was like, no, I'm going to I have to wear my nice shirt tonight. I'm combing the one night a year I comb my hair for San Diego is and I don't even have to, but the only time is the Bad Idea party at Valley High because it's nice. So by the way, if you do end up going, you don't have to comb your hair. I just do.
But some people don't realize that Legg has hair. Yeah, he's always got his hat on. I remember the first time he pulled off his hat and he has this fucking big fucking head of hair. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, I got, you know who I also got to see, speaking of like, speaking about somebody who there's a joke going around that he's got a toupee. Was Not So Funny Books. I got to hang out with him for a couple hours at the CBLDF party. And I'll tell you what, you guys, this guy's a cool cat, really cool cat, really funny guy. Seems like a stand-up dude for the short period of time that I got to shoot the shit with him. I told him we got to have him jump on the channel every once in a while. So it was fun to talk to him and see him around the con. That was the other thing, like seeing the other content creators was really cool. And a fun part of the cons for me.
Nice.
You know?
There's one of them in the chat right now. Mr. Davis Ryder popped in.
Oh yeah, shout out to Dave. Oh, we got to talk about this, but we'll talk about it more on
sure
Saturday night. Yeah, right. We'll talk about that more when he's on Saturday night. But he killed it. He fucking killed this con. Unbelievable. How well he did. Yeah. And that was another excellent thing to see. And again, it shows the power of like this new part of the industry where, you know, live selling platforms, people wanting to spend their money with not necessarily IPs as much anymore, but personalities, whether it's Davis Ryder, whether it's Todd McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, you know, Eric July, you know, is a perfect example. Like people, Gary Vaynerchuk, people were there because they wanted to support Gary Vaynerchuk, not because they're huge VFriends fans. You know what I mean? Like that's how they got into VFriends, because they want to support a personality. And it was very interesting to see that for sure at the con. All right, I'm trying to find these freaking videos and these pictures. I'm not speaking and not being prepared. Yeah, this was the CBLDF party. I'm going to show you. I think this is like when we first got there. You can see rooftop bar.
Which night was this?
This was Thursday night. Yeah. So really,
Damn,
really
you're
cool.
upside down, Brian?
Bro. Free alcohol, free
Fall
food.
or what?
This place ended up getting so packed.
I can imagine, dude.
I got to meet Scotty Young there for the first time, and I walked straight up to him because I've been waiting to ask fucking Scotty Young this question for 8 years, bro. So I saw him standing with a couple people, and so I said, hey, I don't mean sorry about interrupting, but I got to ask this question. What was the podcast you were on way back in the day? You know, I remember, and he's like, Around Comics. I'm like, fucking A, bro. I've been trying to figure out the name of that thing for 8 years. I couldn't find it. And, Scotty Young was one of the very first people to ever be on a podcast about comic book collecting back when podcasts very first started. It was Comic Book Geek Speak, Around Comics, and like maybe one or two other ones that I remember. And the one Scotty was on, if I remember correctly, it was like these guys that owned a comic book shop, and Scotty used to just go into the comic book shop and they would do the podcast there, and he would just hang out and shoot the shit. And that really, and I even told him this, that really influenced like the style on this show and this channel. Was that original podcast that he did back in the day. And I even told him, I was like, dude, I used to work this fucking job where I was 12-hour night shift, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in a microchip processing plant. And it was like Star Wars. You're in these fucking clean uniforms. You're in these fucking grids, these white grids with these white lights everywhere. And you look down and it's like 30 feet of just pipes below you, and you could see down, you could see up. It's like being in fucking Star Wars. But I would have a little fucking headset in that ran to my OG iPod in my pocket. And I would listen to fucking Coast to Coast AM and Comic Geek Speak and Around Comics all fucking night, dude. It got me through and that's one of the things that I hear all the time from people that listen and watch the channel is, hey, I just have it on in the background, while I'm drawing or while I'm bagging and boarding or this and that. And that,
hey, including me. I'm only on one show. Yeah.
So
I got a couple in today.
Yeah, right? Like fucking A, man.
And you guys bring us up, so it feels cool in front of your workers.
This is the same party. There's Hanson and Davis. It just fucking packed.
That filled up, by the way. I'd be dipping.
Oh yeah, it was crazy, bro. Well, here's the other thing. Like you just be sitting there.
Trailer Park Boys, like right
right
there in the middle near the light.
Yeah, right. It looks like him, bro. It looks like him.
That's hilarious.
Every time I would see Scott Snyder at the con, he's just walking around with his backpack. He's just got his backpack, just chilling.
He's one of us,
totally. And all of a sudden, I'm standing there, and Scott Snyder just walks in between us. He's got his backpack. I'm like, this is a cool event. It was very interesting. Got to hang out with Blaylock and got to meet Tim Seeley. Got to talk to Tim a little bit about how much I love, the Devil's Due, G.I. Joe stuff, and that was fun. When speaking of Blaylock, that was one of the first people that we got to hang out at the con. As soon as me and Legg got a chance to go get something to eat, we hit up, was it Bubs? I think it was Bubs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Blaylock's like, yeah, he hit me up. He's like, where are you guys going? I'm like, we're at this place. He's like, I'm right by there. I'm like, and then he came and it was even to hear from him, I don't want to like put any words in his mouth or anything, but to hear from him be like, even the smaller publishers are like, he's having a lot of success right now because of how comics is kind of pivoted into this world where cover artists are these superstars. It's not just writers that, back in the day, it used to be the writers that were the superstars, which is crazy. And I'm sure it will happen again. We're seeing that with like Scott Snyder, but, and some writers here and there. But, it used to be Frank Miller, Brian K. Vaughan, Bendis, Straczynski. Like, you heard all about the writers, right? And there's just this thing that happens in comics, and right now it's artists that are getting their due. Speaking of artists getting their due, I did the same thing I do at every San Diego con. The first fucking not artists, creators getting their due. The first fucking table I hit every San Diego Comic Con is the first table when you walk in, and that is Mr. Bryan Polito and Coffin Comics. It was great seeing him, but that was the only time I got to see him because I was so busy. So I'm glad that I made that. But then I went straight to Adam's setup right next with Patrick at Happy Comics. Shout out to Adam Kellenberger, who had all the Sveta stuff set up. We got to talk about that a little bit, and we got to show off. I don't know. I know Clutch probably got the Sveta thing of the con, and rightfully so. But I continued my Sveta curation and picked up some remarks, and so I got to show those. Yeah, and
like the katana.
All right, let's see.
Dude, I couldn't find my Sveta remark before the show. I'm about to kill somebody.
All right, so you guys remember Sveta does these. She only does 13 remarks, okay, and they're all numbered. So I got the Dreadful 3.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's killer.
Isn't that amazing, dude?
Oh,
Number 1 of 13.
that fucking remark should be a cover.
Right?
Yeah, right.
I was thinking it's so cool.
This one.
Wow.
We feel like we don't know if she numbers them, at what point she numbers them, but the number ones
Those are the remarks, you guys, by the
mysteriously
way.
seem to be the bangers.
And this is 1 of 13 too. And like, it's funny because we showed these to Vinny, and Vinny is like, dude, I can't tell which is the remark and which is not. They're so good.
Right.
It almost looks like part of the cover.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Got the-
and what she's doing, it's so well detailed. It looks like it could be another cover.
And I got this one. Look at that shit, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
On the shirt.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's insane, dude.
That's
Loved it.
tight. Wow.
That's almost like hidden. Like that's so cool.
And that's number 1 of 13 as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So added to my Sveta collection. And then I got to see, let me see if I can find these real quick. And then we got to talk about legs and clutches if Leg can find his. Then I got to see these. Adam showed me these, and I was like fucking blown away. Let me see if I can find these real quick here. These are the original art for the design of the Halloween trio for the comic covers. He showed me, where is this shit? This is pissing me off. He showed me the images for that. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm all over the place. Do you have yours, Clutch? Or you posted it somewhere, right?
I do not have it. I can
All right.
send you a picture.
All right. All right. So real quick, here's one of the, bro. This is prelim.
Dude, that's I had to walk
Prelim.
away.
It's crazy.
There's that and that prelim.
Dude, it's so insane.
Wow.
Yeah. So just unreal. Did you put that? Did you put that picture somewhere, Clutch?
I put mine in our chat,
Okay. You guys
put it in the G chat too.
and I do have one with me. That's just not that one.
Okay. Where is it? Clutch.
Yeah, it's right now. Google chat for you, Brian.
Okay. All right, check this out, dude. This is fucking nuts. All right, so this is Legs right here, and you also got a number 1 of 13, right, Leg?
1 of 13.
Yeah, look at this.
Holy
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through them. I know Brian already picked his, but I was like, I mean, that T-shirt would have been hard to pass, but I was like, okay, here we go. Give me that. What is this? 1 in 50 or 1 in 25 Witchblade?
Yeah, 1 in 50.
Yeah, 1 in 50 Witchblade, 1 of 13 from Sveta. I got some autographed books by her. I got a nice.
Man, you guys can kiss my ass, dude.
Well, hold on.
Exactly.
You think that? You think
You
all
were
that is?
invited multiple times, sir.
You think that is all good? Just wait. Wait till you see this shit.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Fuck.
That's a sketch.
Yeah.
That is
Get the fuck
fucking
outta here,
phenomenal, dude. Look at
Yeah,
the.
Look at the kimono, bro.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, when Adam showed that, when he showed that during the preview time he was on here, I was like, I just hit on the side. I was like, bro, I'm getting that. I don't care about anybody else. Like I was.
Oh, that's yours, Clutch?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking fire, dude. Fuck.
What up, Joe Ed?
Oh yeah, shout out to Joe Ed too. I'm gonna talk about him here in a second. It was good hanging out with him and
Dude,
Danielle. Right?
Sabina can
Danielle?
draw anything, dude. She can fucking draw anything, dude.
Hey, I do have
Bad girl, dude.
I have 2 physicals that I have from her too.
Well, Clutch also
What do you
got.
What do you got?
Well, show legs first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sure. One is just you wore the shirt. You should have worn the shirt because you
Oh,
get the
man.
full. You get the full. Sorry, I should have taken it out of the bag for the way it shows on there. There's
So
there's an embossed too that was for sale at the show, but and I couldn't make preview, and so he was like, "Dude, Brian showed me a picture of you wearing it at preview." And then there's another one.
Dude,
So I was in Orlando. And I went to some of the people that worked on the book. So there we got a Big Clutch first sig.
What up?
Right there we go. First sig. Why is it not focused?
Nice.
Let's go right there. We got Adam first sig, and it get mailed off. So I got Sveta Sabina first sig on there.
That's
Wow.
so crazy.
I'm not worthy of this either. I don't know why I get. There's no reason I should get to own this for just thinking of something at the booth again. Right. My ideas have paid off some incredible amount. So hey,
Bro, where did you get
You
that
know,
shirt, dude?
I love all 3 of you. So Sveta, you too. No, we know each other on the internet. But
Like, where did you get that shirt, like?
I don't
That's
remember,
fucking
but it's
fire, dude.
I don't remember, but it is one of my favorite shirts. I'm
Dude,
down
that's
for Macho
badass.
Madness, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah.
dude.
So first thing from Sveta. So very, very cool. So thank you guys. Glad to be in Orlando and get this.
Hmm.
And then it's only okay. You only did a half sig on the one you messed up, I think. So there's anyway.
Can't make this guy happy, dude.
I know, right?
Anyway, so
So then, by the way,
Good for
Clutch,
you, man.
I didn't see the bloody Invincible homage.
Oh, dude. This was so. I have to say one of the absolute highlights of the weekend. Yeah, besides all the other stuff, but having Nathan Gooden being at the show. So Nathan is he's over at Vault. He does a lot of their in-house production stuff. He's our artist, writer, all that stuff. He did this cover. He also did the Absolute all the Absolute Batman homage covers, all that stuff too. So Nathan came out and we had him at the booth, and so he did a couple live streams with me, and he did like booth signings. Like, this dude is fucking stellar, such a good dude. Like, I've known him for a long time, but like this is the first time we really actually got to like hang out and stuff. And dude, he straight up like killed it. He signed so many fucking books. Like, we had him at the booth. He did these like this was the
I like
first
that one
thing-
better. Yeah, that
on this one. It's like Carl, just like mega bloody. The next one is super red. So you will not break me, and like the blood splatter on the wall.
He's got a
did
great
this really
autograph
great.
too. He's got a
I like
great
it.
Yeah.
autograph.
The G is really snazzy.
And then
he was a pleasure to meet. I will say that.
And this awesome Princess Donut, like little sketch on the sketch cover. Like Nathan, it was awesome too, because like Nathan, like we weren't sure like what was gonna go on or whatever. It's like, dude, just come to the booth, hang out or whatever. And I had ordered a bunch of the extras of the second prints of all the homage covers. And I was like, look, when he gets here, we'll put him up. And he got in late on Thursday. He flew in from Baltimore and came to the booth. And Adam, who runs Rup's shop, was also running our booth and stuff. And Adam's like, hey man, do you know when Nathan's gonna get here? Some people were asking us. Well, he's right here. And I shit you not. So it's like 3:30. Nathan sits down at the table in the booth to sign a couple things for him. He didn't get up until the end of the show on Thursday. People just kept coming up and getting autographs of all their books, of the books that we had out for sale. He was doing sketches and remarks. Like he basically did that every day he was at the show. He was just signing nonstop. It was ridiculous. I think he said he did about 100 Princess Donut remarks over the weekend, which is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't sell. People are asking for Dungeon Crawler, like the ones that came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
on the live streams, I said, not one of these will be sold. I said, I know,
and it was amazing too. Like, I didn't, I ordered. I should have ordered, a couple hundred of each, but I figured like they'd sold such a massive amount of those normally. Right. Like no one's gonna, we don't need to have them more here because we'll have our variants. But I was wrong. It was great to have them, and we also had them. We had them in the booth for basically cover price, which was hilarious because someone's like, the booth behind you has them for $40 a piece. I'm like, well, they could come here and get them with a signature for $15. So it was nice to be able to kind of treat people with it too.
Right. And then, holy cow, bro!
Oh yeah,
Suspiria.
So one of the biggest misses of the con for me was not getting to see Susie.
What? You didn't go? I
didn't get to see her. She didn't get there till Thursday night, I think, or maybe. Yeah,
I missed her too. I missed it.
And I mean, look at that, dude.
I don't know how you can miss that, bro.
Look at that. That is one of the best sketch covers I've ever seen.
That is
it's so funny because Susie was going to do this for me at Heroes, but she's like, just ran out of time. So like, don't worry about me. Like, we'll see you at another show.
Susie?
It's Suspiria. Susie.
I know, but like Susie.
First name based
kind of calling it. It's weird calling her Suspiria, right?
Yeah,
I know, man.
But she was like, I'll bring you to the show, and she was like, I got the shirt. I was like, holy smokes, man! It was really, really cool.
Yeah, really, really cool. And then, speaking of her, I got my piece of art.
Piece of art.
What'd you get, Bryan?
Let's go. Wow.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Damn, dude.
You said a piece of art. Wow. It's more
That's
than a piece.
Ridiculous.
Is that on Gleechy paper? Gleechy paper?
G-Clay?
G-Clay?
No, this is OA,
right?
bro. This is a real painting. Yeah, it's painted.
That's
so
incredible.
nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I remember a long time ago saying you were going to get that.
Yeah.
And then you got it.
Yeah. I was like, I just can't. Yeah. So, yeah, it's one of the Blu-ray covers she did. So,
yeah, dude.
Fucking.
That's incredible, man.
But,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was really bummed I didn't get to see her. So, she.
Well, at least you got that.
Yeah. She's going to be in New York, though. Hopefully, maybe if I go to Dallas, hopefully she'll be in Dallas.
Do you know if she'll be in Dallas? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in Dallas.
I'm hoping, dude. If you're going to be there, she should be there. We'll make sure she gets there. And then we'll make sure we get there, too. If
you're going to be in Dallas, Lake? You going to Dallas?
The plan is yes. They're probably 85, 95%. Yeah.
All right, let me grab.
See, Romo got a DWI, bro.
Anybody gets bored, I'll be in Chicago in 2 weeks.
So
they got my boy Tony, dude.
One thing that I do want to talk about also, another person that I didn't get to see, that was a big bummer for me not getting to see. I stopped by and he wasn't at his booth there, but I you just get so busy type deal, and was Mr. Eljo Benitez, or what did he call
I
himself?
haven't missed Joe, dude.
So
Surly Joe.
Surly Joe, right? Surly Joe. So, you guys remember we watched he put out that post about the remarks that he was doing, right? For the con. And of course, Clutch does an amazing eBay live with them, and they do more of these fucking remarks, dude.
They got a control.
That cover's even been homaged now.
I got to tell you guys that, and I told Clutch this before the show, seeing these remarks from Joe Benitez, like, over the last couple of years, the best remarks that I've seen in the last couple of years are like Andrew Tarasov, Sveta, and now these remarks from Joe Benitez. These are so fucking good, you guys. Like,
so these were cool. So he did a bunch of these in advance, right? So he did like little remarks where he turned Harley into different versions of Harley, or he had turned I put a couple in the chat too, but like he turned, Joker Harley, Riddler Harley.
The Riddler one was the one I
Poison Ivy. So cool. Like this was like a request during the chat. He's like, "Hey, what do you guys want to do?" And we were just talking, and like someone said Catwoman. He's like, "What version?" And I was like, "Well, what version do you like?" And he's like Michelle Pfeiffer, and I'm like, "Let's do that one." So he did this Michelle Pfeiffer style Catwoman, and the other one, I don't know if you have the other one up, but he did one of, it was our first show, and someone recommended the heart. Oh, look at that one! Look at the colors on that one. They're Robin, so freaking cool. But he did those halos were great too. The auras. Oh man, he just killed it. Every freaking cover. But he did
look at that one, bro. Oh my god. Look how fucking good that is, dude.
The absolute Venom. And so okay.
And even the logo.
He did the logo. Mm-hmm. So the fun thing about this one too was that he had done a ton of these in advance. And so Durr, who does the streaming for Rups, so there was a stack of these, and we basically, I was like, we're gonna do a snake draft, and so I'm gonna let you have the pick number one, and then we'll go back and forth. There was like 20 books we were picking out of, just different sides of remarks, and he had one that was the absolute Wolverine. So he turned Batman into this massive hulking Wolverine, and Harley was Jubilee, and Durr was like, I want that one. So I took the Batman one and we went back and forth. So freaking cool. Spider-Gwen looked rad.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude. He even know the color on the shoes. Like,
dude, Joe paid so much attention.
Every detail, man.
And then watching him do the Harley, the Margot Robbie Harley was amazing. Cause like I'm on the stream selling books and I keep looking over, and like his detail was so fine that he like, cause he painted her legs like white or like skin tone. And then he drew the fishnets in there, but then also had the tattoos and the tears in the fishnet. I was like, bro, it's crazy. When I get to them on Friday, I'm going to scan them all and I'll post them up because like they're so epic. Like Joe was having so much fun doing these things. He's so freaking good.
I got another one I'm going to bring up.
When I did the show with them a few months ago, there was, and I'm trying to, just prod them into things they'll do. Man, if you haven't already done sketch covers, they're going to go great. They'll probably go higher than your table, which they did. It's going to be amazing. So I'm watching him. So at first I'm sitting, I'm sitting across literally a kitchen table from him, and he's sitting there. So we pick out what he's going to remark on. We pick out what we're going to do. And then, so I'm sitting there at the very beginning. I think, like a lot of people would when he's picking out like a character or something like that with his phone in front of him, that he's possibly looking at his phone. And then he responds to a chat question. I'm like, oh, this dude's just freestyling. This is an art, I'm not knocking anybody in this universe, but this is a traditional badass artist right here, man. And I mean, if this doesn't, we already knew it, but look at this.
That looks, dude.
Yeah, it's so epic, dude. And it's also one of those things too. Like I made the joke on the stream. I was like, I really wish I had a fucking burner account. Like I wish I was one of those dudes who just like bidding on your own shit. Cause I would have won every fucking one of these, dude. They're so good. And they went for really, I think, reasonable prices, but I was like, I would have paid double that for it at a show, you know? Like
What are they like? What's reasonable? $100 or more?
yeah, they were like 100, 150.
That's it, dude.
I think on some of them.
No,
That's
like
it.
the Riddler one went for
Well,
almost
also,
like
this stream specifically we did at it was at like 11 a.m. on Thursday, so it was like midday. You know, it was just a weird time. So if we would have done it at nighttime, I think it would be better. But like, bro, it was
as
so
soon as
epic.
I started bidding, people started like bidding me up. I was like, "You fucking assholes, man."
They know who you are, man.
Well, if you didn't go home with any of those, that's the whole
Well, I
thing.
picked up
Sometimes, man,
Anita's covers, but I didn't get any of these badass remarks.
Yeah, I mean that. Look at
But
those,
I was
look at
telling
those
Clutch,
leggings.
I was
So
telling
good.
Clutch that Harley logo, like I did a thing where like I could be on a shirt. It's so fucking cool, dude.
dude, in some
Or a
of
hat?
his auctions, not particularly those. When Sean's just talking, giving people deals and things like that, I'm sitting there. I'll be in the chat. You guys, it's all I can do not to buy some of the books. And I'll be like, guys, this is a $500 book. I'm not there as a rah dude. I just dropped in and I kind of know the market. That's it. And I'm going like freaking out, like, dude, why? Like, I want to. And then they're gonna be like, oh, well, like, just picking off the right. I'm not rah. I would buy them if it didn't look even worse.
Dude, this this one was just wow,
dude.
You had this one. I was like, I should have bid against this one because this one was so sick.
That's crazy.
That's
I love
right.
what he's doing with his sig. I love what he's
Right.
doing with his sig there
Fuck.
too. Like on all these, making his sig like prominent
It
like
just
that.
it looks like a different cover altogether.
Dude,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he touched every like the
Just,
detail,
these
man,
ones,
makes
the
it
battle,
look like a
look at the
different
battle torn
book.
one, dude. Look at that. It's all beat up and bloody and stuff.
Now mine is like boring compared now. I was so in love with it.
I told you, dude.
Well, the
like
good-
his remarks
Go
are
ahead.
so fucking
Like
good.
that's his element, though, dude.
Yeah.
Like he needs to be on absolute Batman all the fucking time, dude.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know he'd been wanting to do it.
Look at that, dude.
The
I mean, that
Nightwing
looks like a
colorway.
variant, dude.
Sean made it
It's
happen.
just like,
Is that Peter Sig?
oh, that
Look
Yeah,
at
it's
that.
Peter's too.
wow,
Two
dude.
Face.
Oh,
This
my
one, this one's
gosh.
so tight.
Yeah, dude.
So the fun thing about these ones too is that he's turning each of these into like a little remark series. He's only going to do 22 of each.
Oh
So
yeah.
there's 22. There's like 22
Oh.
Harleys. There's 22 like DC characters. There's 22 movie characters. There's 22 of the battle torn.
look how good that is,
Look
you
at that
guys.
one. Look at that, dude. I didn't even see that. The Venomizer, dude. How
my
cool is
God.
that?
Fucking cry, dude.
And there were some of these that did not make it to stream because he didn't have them with him. So there's there.
Oh no shit.
We're gonna be doing another stream with more stuff very
Oh,
soon.
good.
That's so beautiful. I see it again and I fall in love with it even
Look
more.
at the next one is the Wolverine, dude. Check this. Fucking
Oh,
one out,
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Cyclops.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Come
No, it's
on.
Jubilee.
Chuck said that sold for around 600.
Did it really? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds
Good.
about right.
And rightfully
God.
so, man. That is
Yeah.
so
Yeah, dude.
fucking
Who wouldn't pay
nice.
$600 for that?
And look, he did the whole logo. Like you can't see it there because he was still working on it, but the logo was completely done, dude. So sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Clutch, like these OG artists, dude. Like
You know.
they're making a comeback like a month, and they're showing people this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Well, people-
Go back to his IG, Brian.
Okay.
And scroll up a second because like he also had a couple things that he didn't get finished yet, but like go two up. Look at that Catwoman sketch cover.
Oh, this one right here.
Be kidding.
That
Oh,
blank, yeah.
wow, bro.
So I gave him some sketch
Wow.
covers and I'm like, dude, doodle on these ones and check these out.
Doodle?
Dude. Look at that.
No.
Doodle.
That's a blank.
Dude,
Yeah, it's a
that's
blank.
dude.
My God.
He's-
Oh,
Look at
no.
look at that mama
I
right
want
there,
that.
buddy.
Shit.
Well, like I said, that the OA has gone so, nuclear. When so there's so many people. I mean, I've heard Clutch saying like, why was I getting these sketch covers done when I could have been buying pages and covers for like the same price? You know what I mean? And honestly, I think most of us feel that way. I was not forward thinking that much either. But to have these guys with this skill level come in
Like,
and
that's
be
not
like,
even
look,
funny,
told
dude.
you, told you what I could do. That makes people want to do this. Remarks go crazy. Any of the stuff like that. It was actually it was a joy working. Sean Forney on the book we did. The guy can draw. So the remarks are quick. They're nice. They're colored. They're great. Look at Benitez just go, dude.
I know. Look how good his sig is too. Yeah, good sig.
He's in his
He did
element.
nice,
He's in his
yeah.
element.
He did nice on these SIGs.
Yeah,
They're a little bigger. I like that. I try
Speaking
to
of
encourage
SIG,
sometimes
Brian-
some people like if they sign it a little bigger.
I sent you another picture, Brian. I sent you 2 more pictures, Brian.
okay.
One is
I picked up a few of those, John.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Show the one.
Mine
Show
is
the absolute diamond one.
Okay.
Mine is naked.
Let me
Although
pull all
this is
these
a
up.
gorgeous cover art, just the way
This
it
is
is.
crazy.
Fuck.
I knew it. The first time Clutch showed me that book, I was like, I didn't think
This
that
is
he
a
would
really
take
fun
that character and turn it
together.
into 30 different characters. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
Joe-
No, I
Joe's
mean you have to have that
inspired.
creative vision that like
Oh,
honestly
cool too.
dude,
I
like,
think any of us if we had it, this is what we would be doing. But
That's awesome.
well, you need a little talent, not just creativity.
no, I think
just a little, right?
Just a little.
look at
Violator,
that. It
dude.
almost looks like it glows in
Let's
the
Spawn
dark.
and
dude.
Violator.
That's so cool.
I don't want to watch anymore. I know these happen. I don't have any.
Those are great too.
The new Harley Robin.
Oh,
And then this was fun to put together. So shout out to Drew and Mark FinFan for helping like get these done, and Legg probably too. I don't know, Kevin. Everybody helped me out on these because the booth was so crazy. But
Grabbed you some first SIGs.
Quint signed
Thanks to
five
Drew.
times signed. Snyder, Dragata, Peter, Werther, and Joe.
that's so good.
Hey, Clutch, you already know the remark I want,
You guys
bro.
didn't know.
I know. I know.
Well,
Bro.
this one is pretty amazing too.
You already know, man.
We haven't talked about Quintana yet.
yeah.
He was a big hit. Everything went well for Dan, from what I hear, which is great.
Busy man.
Yeah,
He was at like
He
I want to
got
say
through
he was
more
at,
than
like
3 people
6
an hour
different
for
booths.
sure.
yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
I kept
that.
seeing him everywhere else.
Places, like
And then finally on Sunday, after I never had books, he just sitting there. Well, of course. Yep. Fucking all
But see,
fucking weekend.
this is what competition does, bro. It
Yeah.
brings out the best in the artists, and that's why, like right now, I was telling Bryan, man, these last couple of years have been just phenomenal for comic books, man. I'm just having I'm having so much fun with books now. Like, I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying like McFarlane and Liefeld and Campbell and everybody. Like, they're like, where did all this
Right.
personality come from, bro? And you're so accessible now, and it's just
Are we going to Quintana, or can I show my other book, or can I do it after Quintana?
show your book.
Yeah. You want to show it?
Or whatever order you guys want.
Yeah. We'll talk about
Whoa.
Quintana real quick, and then we'll do it because
Yeah.
it was pretty amazing to see all the original art there.
You see that?
Rob, the man behind the red hood, picked up his
Oh, yeah.
Batman number 16 OA. That was displayed. It looks so much better in person, and being able to see the original art, how it's like painted on levels.
Is that Katana Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did some amazing sketch covers of the weekend, dude.
Dude has legit skills.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Shout out to Xavier. Xavier was his booth was awesome. Was slamming.
Yeah.
Such a good show.
We'll go. I pulled like 15 or so variants.
That's a good Spider.
I love that cover. That's such an underrated cover, dude.
Is that
Look
the
how
actual
good that
cover?
frame looks on it too.
Was that the Detective Comics?
Yeah. That was a Campbell book.
I saw that.
So
The one thing I always wonder, does he get fucking hot?
Yeah, dude.
I can't. Dude, I would be sweating so bad.
I would die. No, I would actually.
Look at
pass out.
look at him. He's
he's got like 4
coats
different
on.
jackets on. Yeah.
Dude, he
He's
doesn't
got a
take the- he doesn't
sword.
take the hood off, dude.
I know. There's the,
He was like
the
that.
16.
He was
or
like
the
that in Florida too.
10, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Look how
mean,
good
literally
that
everywhere I've
frame
seen him.
looks on these.
Yeah,
on
that's
these.
stunning.
Yeah. It needs museum glass, though. I would be so scared that a chip would be taken out or something. Like, you got to put some museum glass on that shit.
Somebody mad at government throws paint at it.
Yeah. All right. Like, there was
the museum glass, dude, just adds so much, and you don't have that glare and stuff, so you can just enjoy your art in the wall, man.
Yeah, totally. So that was, I mean, Quintana was just killing it. And
Well, he killed this cover though.
Here we go.
Woman is just,
It's great.
This is shout out to Xavier, like you said, clutch. He had a great booth, but there is the image right there. And
you know, that's the first time he held that after he won the auction.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He was saying it during the video. He's like, "This is the first time I'm seeing it."
Yeah, it's right here. Shout out to this guy, Jeff, Golden Age Guru.
What?
He hung out like three nights.
I saw him more than I saw most people.
I know, right?
And, yeah,
He was so close. He was like really close to my booth too. So like we saw each other all the time.
Yeah, this is him. Here we go.
Site and opening it up here at SDCC. Let's see that again. Look at those spirit fingers go. We're going to speed through this process because, well, it's not that exciting as they're just unwrapping it. But I did find out.
No, the first time I've seen it actually since I bought it.
Is it really?
I swear.
This is the first time you're seeing this thing?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
You still happy with it or what?
I am.
Did you keep the receipt?
When he moves it around, you can see like the levels, the layering, of the paint. And
it's somewhere on the account.
You just got a little bit of a sneak peek, and now it's time to put this beautiful piece by Dan Quintana.
And, I mean, he'll show it here in a second. Look at that.
That's what it's become, dude. Like, some of these artists are gallery artists, man. Like, that just happen to do comic books.
Crazy.
Well, dude, the price he paid for that shit, it better go behind
and I think we all agreed on this earlier. I mean, it doesn't matter if we don't, but I think the colors look better than the cover that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, Rob's got to change his name, dude. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about Ocean's 11 here.
Yeah. So that was pretty dope to see all that. For sure. Leg, there was another cover you wanted to show?
Oh yeah. Well, it finally came out. So I met up with Sean Rob bought the books. So I had my fun do you poo. Sean sent me this art, and then he's like, well, I haven't colored it. And I was like, dude, you were talking about what treatments, and I was like, bro, you drew that. We're doing a sketch cover for sure. Right. So anyway, did some sketch covers for that. Then he colored it, regular trade. That was fun. The first poos that I've done. This one was really cool. None of us knew how this was gonna it's a embossed line metal. It's like a 3D metal. So this is number 1 of 5. Only I got we split a chunk of them. So only 5 of these got printed. This is number 1. I got Marat and Sean on here. Obviously you can add both. I did a fun magma. Oh, I'm not focusing tonight. I did 5 magmas for me. This is like number 2, right there. And then also, if you do so many on there, so this one I don't think I'm putting for sale. This is the glow in the dark embossed metal 1 of 1, right here. So I think we're gonna. I don't know. Katie,
dude, I'm taking it.
The hell you're gonna sell that? I haven't even got to glow in the dark yet. And I had, of course, I want to come home with it. So,
that's awesome.
Very, very happy. Shout out to Sean Forney. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Great guy. We had a very, very cool live stream. More to come. There's already gonna be a part 2 in New York.
He nailed that cover. Dude.
There's already gonna be a part 2 in New York. It's give you a hint. That's a wraparound cover. So anyway, so part 2 is gonna come. But of course, I'm like, you're gonna sell that, right? The art. And he's like, well, yeah. And I was like, sold. You tell me the price after, but it's sold. Yeah, thank you, sir.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so, yeah. So that was my fun thing. And until a week ago, I thought that was my only book walking into this comic convention. It turns out it was not. So also, yeah, just don't want to forget the fun poo from Mr. Forney. So thanks to him. Thank you very much to Marat too for signing everything for the live show, mostly after the fact. But yeah, so thank you, Sean. Thank you, Marat. Appreciate you both very much.
Hey, did you guys run into J. Scott at the show?
No, he wasn't there.
Oh, I thought he was there with Todd. I'm sorry. I saw the signing they were doing.
No, that
Maybe
was in the
somewhere
warehouse
else.
we had the interview
Oh.
at. I think
Yeah.
Todd flew out there.
I do want to say this. Todd is fucking like so funny. Did you guys see the thing
Him
where
waiting
he
in
stood
line?
in line for Snyder and he hid behind the book?
Wasn't
Did you guys
that
see
great,
that?
dude?
Yeah,
Dude.
our friends got the video, right?
Yeah, Todd is so, and even like we'll talk more about it on Saturday night at some point, but like Davis got to go, him and Tom got to go interview him, and Davis was telling a funny story about like, you know, Todd's like all like he's just full of energy, you know, like ready to go, you know, like you could just tell he's a cool cat. But real quick, one of the things I do want to talk about is maybe you guys have seen this. We put out the clip of the one of the moments from the Kirkman episode. And I want to give a big shout out to Joed, who is helping us do these clips. I got to hang out with him quite a bit in San Diego.
Nice to meet you, Joed. by the
Yeah,
way.
good dude. He doesn't have any pictures, like current pictures on his thing, so I got to go find one of his fucking old, 162 weeks old picture. But shout out to him. He hung out like three of the nights. Him and his I don't know if they're married or boyfriend, if his girlfriend. Him and his girl Danielle, who's also a great content creator in her own right. She was doing content the whole time there, but they hung out with us throughout the nights. You know, bar hopping and stuff, and they were just, it was really cool hanging with them and getting to talk with them and see their excitement. You know, they're new into the comic content world and new into all this, and it was fun to watch and fun to hang out with and shoot the shit about, you know, creating content and all that stuff. So give a warm welcome to Joed, to the Beyond Wednesdays family. He's in the chat hanging out with everybody. So he's cool cat, really cool dude. And you know, Danielle is going to be, if she continues doing this, she has a lot of chances to be a superstar in this. She's
gonna be a force, dude.
Yeah, she is got a lot of charm and charisma, and Joed's a really cool cat. Seems like they're a really good team, and I had a good time with them. So, all right. What else? I want to get into some of the variants from the con, because, you know, I don't want to go through them all because there's so fucking many of them, but there are some that I thought were like really, really good that you know, we'd be remiss not talking about. So let me go ahead and bring this up here.
I do quickly gotta say I do have to bounce off early, guys, so I apologize for being a dork, but
No worries,
the wife
bro.
is leaving tomorrow, so I gotta take her to the airport. So feel bad. I'm leaving the show before Hood does. So
I know, right?
Now I gotta stay.
Sorry about it. Guys, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys next week.
Later, brother.
All right, love you,
Talk
bro.
later,
Talk to you
guys.
soon.
All right, man.
All right,
care,
so this I didn't see this. Did you, Jenny? Did you see this leg? This is 100 bullets variant. That was
Yeah,
that
the
comic
Dan
sketch art.
Panosian.
Oh my gosh, look at that
Yeah,
thing.
that was amazing. Well, so we through, I mean, you know what's going on through the Dan Panosian stuff. I've seen it in person. It's amazing. Dan Panosian, by far one of the best artists.
Yeah,
going right
saw
now.
him walking around a lot in San Diego in the gas
I
lamp.
did not.
Yeah.
What the? Really?
Yep.
I did. I feel like I missed everything.
You did. You were busy working. Next,
Fuck that shit.
this is another Quintana. This is the Night of Comics Street Fighter swimsuit
Street Fighter.
special. Yeah.
That's super cool, dude.
That's such a nice cover.
There's a couple of these Street Fighter ones that were actually kind of good. This was Fatime. This is a new artist to me. We probably have talked about him or her, but look at that. Holy shit. This is limited to 300. That was San Diego Comics. Or, sorry, Collector Cave. Absolute Batman, J. Scott Campbell. All right, so we'll probably talk more about this in Drama Alert tonight, but you guys hear about this?
Which part?
Well, the fact that it's got an Absolute Batman #1 first print underneath it.
And they also threw it on open order.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
no, how about that #1 first print?
Yeah. Crazy.
Unscrupulous people. Unscrupulous. Word of the day. If you guys haven't picked up on that, those of you watching, I would imagine if somehow like saw that, you're just gonna go through that line, only buy that book like all day long.
Well, here's
Make it a
what's
$400
interesting.
flip.
How do you think it happens? Like, do you think that they've had this cover since #1 and they're just like, let's just hold on to it and put it out?
Yep.
We know at a con. That's what it feels
Absolutely,
like,
Brian.
right?
Well, that's what it is.
Is it?
I mean, we don't know. We don't know, but I mean, that's a good.
Like Davis Ryder, like told us that like he's had book.
Yeah.
That
They'll sit and
just
wait
didn't have time to get
promote.
it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's pretty amazing. And
Good.
it's-
Call his dad, dude. Get the
I
bottom
know.
of this shit.
I know. I'll shoot. I don't mind
Are you
shooting.
kidding?
Shooting
Dave
a
probably
message.
has all those
Like, did they
absolute
just-
#1s.
Like in all seriousness, did they just have #1 sitting around and we're like, let's just use those? Instead
Well,
of
no.
reprinting? Somebody there can't be that obtuse.
No, I think what happened, bro, because you remember all the variants for #1 even had the one inside, and
Yeah, right.
so I think that's probably what happened is that he did this variant way back, and probably could be wrong, but they did this variant way back, and they just felt like, okay, we've got so much other stuff going on, let's. But I don't know if
We can
that's the
figure it out.
case.
Can
Yeah.
you zoom? Is that a date under his SIG? So it's 2026. Then it's probably not new. If it says, you know what I mean? He often
No,
dates things. This
there's
came
no
out in
date. That's the
2024.
colorist underneath it.
I
No,
can't see, but yeah.
There is
okay.
no
It
date.
looked like 2026.
Oh yeah, it
Did
is
he use that colorist right
2026.
here?
That is. It does say 2026. Let me look.
Well, so that's not a guarantee, but it's a hint. I don't know if they just had the one sitting around. And by the way, is that confirmed or is it just that one link that he sent us? I haven't seen it from anybody else.
I've heard it from a couple people.
Okay. You get sent a lot of shit. Let's deal to go to you.
I'm not gonna look for it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Pain in the ass.
It is what it is.
Yeah. This was another big story at the con. This Shoe Palace box.
Yeah.
You've all heard about. There was fights over this in the line.
My swing and a miss.
Yeah. They wouldn't allow anybody that had a professional or an exhibitor badge to get one.
Is that the one where Vinny was waiting in line for?
Yeah.
He got one.
Yeah.
He ended up getting good.
He ended up getting one. Yeah.
He's a gangster, dude.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna wait in line, do you think?
Like gangsters don't
Come
dance,
on.
they boogie. He worked it out.
Yeah, if you wait in line, you should be able to get it.
But these things the comic books in this are selling for like 300, 400, something like that.
I know one went live for 3 something. I wanted the package to enjoy. And then, if it was selling for 1,000, I'd probably flip it or something. Then she'd get the comic signed. I wanted the 2X t-shirt.
Shit, I would have
They
that
come in
box
different
signed.
sizes.
I would get that box signed.
I probably
by
would.
Many creators.
I'd probably keep it, but I gave away absolute key tapes for my wedding. So
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why,
cool.
I don't know what. I love how they just were like, nah, absolute Batman, but let's drop the Michael Keaton logo on there.
Yeah. That. Well, on Batman Day, that's gonna be a big book, man.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. That's going to be a deal.
450. Holy shit.
But it says a current trend going down.
517.
Yeah. They always go down. But
Yeah.
like, it's,
where do you think it levels out at?
350.
I think I'm probably lower. It might depend. I think some people will open up and do it. I'm telling you.
What
I'm
were
probably
they?
opening.
What were they selling for at the show?
If I had a 2X, dude, I'll wear that to the next
150,
con.
I think. 150.
100.
Wow.
It's still around 250, I think.
I think so too.
At least double whatever the drop was.
Here's the inside of the box.
There's like a pack in there too, like with
There's a card.
Is it an Upper Deck? Upper Deck made the card, or
Yeah.
or am I wrong?
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be part of isn't it? Is in the pack? Is it just one card, or is it this like a set from all the characters from the book so far?
I can't remember.
I think somebody was talking to somebody at the booth where they were showing a whole display of
Gem
everything
Mint.
you can get.
Gem Mint did
it
a
was
little
Gem
thing.
Mint,
Yeah.
It was Gem Mint who was doing it. He did the interview, and I think they were going over the cards. And man, it's really nice set.
Dude, it's getting bougie now, like cards, man. Like, how far are we, Brian, from like a comic books being in a wooden box, and you open that wooden box and you get like 2 comics.
Exquisite,
like,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
remember JTC
exquisite.
did that with the briefcase. Remember the briefcase?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
There's a couple of JTC
But, I
books
mean,
on this that I'm going to talk about. This is the foil that Davis and Tom did.
Yeah,
that we saw. Yeah,
It's
for the
fucking incredible.
Quintana. This is the Felix design foil.
You got those in the blind bags, right?
Yeah, and there was fights for these, right? Too, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be something ridiculous with those.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
250.
It's too bad.
Those are going to be $1,000 books one day.
And then, of course, that beautiful Tomaselli variant from KRS and Davis. That's one really
I got
good.
2 of those signed, baby. That thing is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
I love that.
I like
everything,
that. One for you,
pretty
one
much
for
everything Davis put out, man, was fucking fire.
The
dude.
Jim Lee, 3 Jim Lee
he's good at
books
these comics.
or Torpedo. Of course, they had all the different types. The what was it? The different sketch covers and shit. And there was all of those. So there was also the Absolute Superman one and the Wonder Woman one that we'll talk about. We just talked about that.
See what that Benitez is going for now on eBay, dude?
All the all the boxes the Batman flipping are fucking mediums and smalls. Of course they are.
There was this set, the
I
Kale
found an
New,
XL, $800. Eat me.
this Kale New connecting cover set. What did you guys think of that? That was another big
It
one. I
looks
heard a
cool,
lot of.
dude. I mean, I can't do 4 covers, dude.
Yeah.
Go back to Joe. What's it selling?
Here it
for?
is, right here. Here they are. These.
Oh, on eBay? Like 50, 60. Saw one for 100.
These are the Jim Lees.
Oh,
That's
that's
just
Jock
coat.
90. I got some of those jocks.
Here they are. Here's the connecting covers right here. That was through
That's pretty
PSA.
cool.
Yeah, these were through PSA, limited to
Kel
1,000
New.
each.
That is
And these-
super cool.
These are all number 22s.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Next, this fucking Mark Brooks cover
Oh,
is so gosh darn.
Dude, I could
good.
talk shit about Mark Brooks, dude, but this motherfucker nailed this.
You cannot talk shit about Mark Brooks'
Not
art.
really.
His art is like.
Yeah, that dude.
No, I could talk shit about Mark Brooks.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
But
I agree
this
with you.
cover-
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
yeah.
He's actually a pretty good dude. You might not have liked some comics, but overall, I've never had a bad experience with that guy one time ever,
Dude,
including this
look at-
weekend. I
bro.
think Mark's pretty fucking cool.
Dude, I gotta get this. The Red Hood Gang, dude. Bro, I gotta get that book now, dude.
Isn't that
There you go.
beautiful? So damn good. And there was a bunch of different
Putting a
covers
bounty,
for that.
dude. Somebody get me this book, dude. I'll press 10, 15 books for you, bro.
set a bounty.
There's 2 more, but that was the special one for San Diego that he did. Where is it? Let me see if I can find the other 2. She just has different hair color and shit. But Such a good. There it is, right there. Where'd that
I
go?
like the other one.
Yeah, the San Diego one is the best. These are good, but the San Diego one's the best. Damn, that's fucking cool. He's such a good artist. This is the Jim Lee Superman. It's okay. Everybody was asking for those. This is the other Quintana Wonder Woman. That's so good. So fucking good, dude. Oh my god.
What did that painting sell for? Did that go to auction yet?
I don't know if this one's sold. Yeah.
Jesus.
Damn, that's good.
He can legit just
Again,
just
Night
keep
of
showing the
Comics.
original cover art. Just
Xavier
retire.
killing it.
You know, somebody put in the chat when we were looking at Quintana books. He goes, "Man, that's like Rosetta-esque."
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, "Yeah."
I love this from Trinity. This is the glow in the dark Wonder Woman.
Dude, that's really good.
Yeah. Ji Hung Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Trinity killed it too. This is the Jim Lee Wonder Woman. I don't even think that's that good.
It's a different perspective. You know what I mean? Like, it's not what he usually does, so that's why it's interesting. Even McFarlane was checking out the Batman one that he did.
I wish I would have gotten one of these. This seems like it's going to be a dope cover at some point. I love the mixtape thing with the pulled out tape, reel.
Yeah, that's cool.
Limited to 250. So that'll be a big book, I think, at some point. This, I didn't get any of these. I didn't get any of the Pardis. I didn't get any of the flops, any of the Itos.
How did you not get those?
They sold out, bro. They sold out.
Wow.
I
like
waited
that.
one day. I hit three of the Ito bags. They sold between like 110 and 150 last night. And the third one hit the Octo Chase.
Bro, they didn't hold one for you, Brian?
I got a couple of the Svetas from Greg. So
okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Greg. Killed it. Boom,
so
killed it.
The only way you got that flop was in a bag? Like a random...
I don't think so. I think they had 200 of these available.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
They didn't.
no.
Boom does different things on different days. And so I've had cons where I waited every day. And honestly, just this wasn't the con that I could do that.
So good. Damn, is that good? So I'll be buying one of these on the secondary market. I love this. This is from KRS.
That's so slick, man.
Isn't it? I like
I
that.
just feel like that's gonna be something.
Right?
Well, it's going to be in the animated series, so you know it's going to turn into something.
Damn.
How could it not? Now it's gonna be a plush, dude.
Be
Now I'm
all
gonna have
over
to
the
get it to
place.
the girls. Joe, you gonna get Venom?
This Batman by JTC is really good. He's doing DC books. He did a Batman like the Daredevil, like the intricate, lines, but I didn't like it as much as this. I thought this was much better. He did a really good Supergirl. We're going to talk about in a second. This was the Alex Ross Virgin. That's awesome. I don't think that's ever been a cover.
Yeah,
No,
it's kind of a twist on
It was
his
a
latest
wizard.
painting.
It was a wizard cover, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or-
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Okay.
But it was never a comic
did-
cover.
He did the, what do you call it? Like those paintings that he, lithos and stuff like that. It was offered. I don't
Mhm.
remember ever seeing that on a cover.
Yeah. What up, Mike?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
What up,
Chilling.
dude?
Hey, what's
How you
up,
doing,
man?
Dude,
going on?
delayed, but here, I didn't want to miss it.
We're almost done with the variants, and then we got to talk about your take on everything.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, Brian, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
man, there was some lady shooting the live stream on, I think it was Friday,
Uh-huh.
and she said she must have had a crush on Clutch, But she was there for
Who
fucking
doesn't? I do.
5 minutes, dude. Just like filming Clutch, eating a cookie, and just like following him. And she was asking for
Eating a
like
cookie.
He's a good-looking dude.
she was asking for oh my god, what's the booger eating book? Oh my god, I can't remember. I think it might have been. It wasn't Turtles. It was another one. So I hit up Clutch, and I send him like a couple of snacks. I go, man, there's some chick stalking you, dude. And so I did a thing, but it's 5 minutes. She was like, there's 6 minutes, dude. It was hysterical, man. And you saw Rupp come by. Hey, what's going on? He's like, Clutch. He looked exhausted, dude. I was like, you all right, bro?
This was the Momoko. That's really good from Trinity. Holofoil. I like that.
Yeah.
150. Limited to 150 on this.
It's a low run.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was the Buck 2 chick, dude.
This is the Comics the Magazine.
You're wrong, dude.
Sveta.
But I like that.
That one's good. Really good. That was at the con.
That's fucking funny, dude.
This Sveta. So damn good. That was at the con.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's good. That's holofoil. Super limited.
You can't get all the Svetas.
Bro, these.
Some people can. I didn't see that.
247 Studios, 24/7 Studios killed they did such a good job at the con. They teamed up with Tokyo Pop for their booth. They had these at the booth. They had Mannix there with
Wasn't
these
there a
covers.
foil version of this too?
Yeah,
I saw a foil version.
Yep, there's the foil right here.
Yeah.
They had that New Men book with Lucas Garza signing there, which was dope. Jim Lee came to the booth and signed.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Right?
That was really cool.
They did a really good job. This is, of course, the Pete Dork that Clutch did in Clutch and Rupp. That's so fucking good.
Dude, Pete's the best, dude.
Yeah. I got to get me one of those. I got to get one of these. I haven't gotten this. I didn't get one of these.
That one's great.
Yeah, this is Jay Gonzo. I got to say hello to Jay Gonzo. He was at the CBLDF party. Yeah.
Cool.
Dude, that party was off the chain, man.
It was fun, bro.
So
it was fun. So that was for the Danny Trejo thing. This, I wish I would have gotten one of these. This is limited to 250. Dead Samurai, they zombied her up. This is a Drax Gal cover, and she's all zombied up. That was Torpedo. That's going to be a hot book. What is it selling for? Is it selling for anything right now? No. Let's see here. Oh, this beautiful Sveta cover for Love Bunny and Mr. Hell. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see here. Next, the Do of Powerbomb, Daniel Warren Johnson, black and white. That's dope. It's really sick. There were so many variants. I think these were the hits of the con, though, in my opinion. Yeah. This is the Pete Dreadful. That one really dope. Big clutch.
That Spears Unholy one too, man.
Yeah, we're getting there. This is the Dreadful that Legg talked about, limited to 300.
Mama.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Magma.
That's like that's not. Yeah, that's the other one. You know,
that's Legg's. Legg.
This.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking genius, dude.
Well, see how that. So that's here's the other thing. The eBays on this have been, up and down, but it's hard to track whatnot or eBay.
This is going to be copied, Legg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
No,
nailed this. You fucking nailed this shit.
You can't, hey, dude. Look, I
got mine.
They can't copy it.
So. Oh, look at this!
Hell yeah,
look at this!
No, I mean they're all 100 to something like that.
No, I'm saying like the idea.
Hey, let's just say Volt might not let other people have the idea.
Good.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, now other people, they can give it a whirl.
Yeah.
But that's what's up. But also,
There's the
Yeah,
good,
man.
and
So
we
it's so
talked
good,
about
but same
that.
thing. Like they don't say it. Like that book, like that. The first sale of that book, live with Brett Bean, was $1,300 live.
Sheesh.
My signed copies are of that foil are like $450 to $650.
Wow.
Yep. And I have not sold one copy of that book at auction that is not signed. I've given them all at booth prices so far.
That's crazy.
This is a great
And I don't have
cover.
many left. So I'm sorry, everybody. Though.
This
It's
is limited to
Leave me alone.
400. It's a really good cover for Exquisite Corpses number 13, Seth Adams. This was a Beachside Hobbies book, and 400 is a low print run. That's gorgeous.
That's nice. I like out of the box books.
Yeah. And then this one's great, The Rascal Randy.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, limited to 350, dude.
That's all,
actually-
folks.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah. That's a hit right there. Love this. Okay, so there's something I want to talk about with homage books. We've talked about it before, but this is a perfect example of it. Homages are great when they're done as homages and not just exact copies. Like this has changed enough to where you instantly recognize it as an homage, but it's not an exact copy, right? That is the way you do an homage to me. Really, really good job on this. Limited to 400.
I think that's the difference between an homage and a recreation, right? Like
Yes.
that's kind of how I look at it.
Totally. This was great. The Suspiria, Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre. Gorgeous. Suspiria. This was through More Great Art and Cuckoo, the Cuckoo app, which was there in full effect. It's kind of cool seeing that. If you guys don't know about the Cuckoo app, it's a new live selling platform just for comics. This was awesome. Did you guys see this?
No.
Bro, it was a can of beans, a comic in a can. Bro, let me see if I can find this, dude. This shit
That's
is
hilarious.
nuts. Check this out.
That's kind of fun.
Sometimes you can tell what's in there.
We're in line for Matt Kent, and he's going to go ahead and open our Fort Psycho can of beans.
So what I requested the tennis ball smell, but there's no tennis ball smell.
Smells like beans.
Let's see.
Oh, look at that, bro.
They're all pink.
Oh my!
I want one of those.
Sorry.
That's fun.
Sorry. But look how cool they are.
They are
Look,
cool.
you got a communications guy. This guy's throwing a hand grenade. This guy's doing a mortar.
Okay. Nice.
Love the
This guy's
element.
minesweeping. How cool is that?
And it's got a little comic. How
That's cool. Look
cool.
at Matt.
Dude, Matt
Dude,
Kent's
he's
such a-
remarking on the lid.
He's a
He's rad.
badass, bro. He was at the Bad Idea party again, too.
Yeah,
That
he
was
was.
dope. So
Yeah.
that was fucking awesome. What a great idea this was. That was a hit to me.
Human
Limited to
made.
250. Only 250
That's
on this. Right?
Yeah.
This G.I. Joe book. Oh my gosh, dude. When you see this in hand,
Insane, dude. Yeah, that's cool.
god damn, that's
Just
good.
insane.
Dusan Markovic.
Great job, Dusan.
Yeah.
Fucking fire, bro.
Good looking
Oh.
bike.
Damn. This right here. Shout out to
Yeah.
Mike for this one, bro. How crazy
Dude,
was
pick that
that?
up. That's
So,
my other pickup.
yep. There it is right there. Look.
Oh, you
I
got
only
that
bought two
right? Look how
comics.
good that looks, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
I only bought one too. I bought
What is that, like a cracked ice, Brian?
bro.
It's like a
So
prism.
I ran into Mike at preview night. Mike and the Snick crew. There, you guys were all wearing Snick shirts, which was awesome. And we're just walking around, and we were like, "Oh, we need to go to the Ghost Machine see the because there's somebody in the crew wanted the ash can, right there, yeah." And they only had these ones left, and they're limited to 50.
Dude, that's an ash can? Jesus
I think are they limited
Yeah.
to 50? What are they? They're limited
Oh,
to.
hold on, I'll tell you. I got the whole skinny. Hold on, I'll tell you. From the horse's mouth here. There's 3 versions of them. There was the regular black and white. There was the prism that we got. Actually, there's 4 versions. Then they had a glow in the dark. and then they had a metal. So they did the black and whites. They did 100 of. The prisms they did 50 of. The glow in the darks they did 25 of, and the metals they only did 10 of.
Wow.
I haven't seen the metal one. They sold out right away, but I did pick up a glow in the dark for a buddy.
These are selling for $360, Mike, already.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the glow in the darks because those are even more rare. So it was like 25 for the black and white, 50 for the prism, and 75 for the glow in the dark.
There it is.
Yeah, see what the glow in the dark is going for now.
Is this it right here? Where is the glow in the dark?
It's going to look like the black and white. It looks almost identical.
They don't even have the glow in the darks up yet.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
None of these
what's
have
the limit
sell.
of the 10? Is that the metal?
Yeah, the metal, it hasn't even sold. There's no sales on it because it's so rare.
Yeah, I can see if I can find one for you.
Look how
do have
fucking
them here.
cool, dude. So I did get one of these with Mike. That was cool. I was like, fuck it. I'm limited 50. This was cool. Massive did a Greatest American Hero Invincible homage. This was limited to 150. That's dope.
That's done really good.
Right? I wish I would have got one of these. I didn't get one of these. I think that's going to be a big book though. Bro, I didn't get any of the Tahani Far.
What?
I didn't get a single
She's
one of
blowing
these.
up, dude.
Yeah, that's
Like
cool.
that book is.
It sold out. I went to
man.
Titan to get it, and it was gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
And there was
So I
another
ended up-
version of it too.
I went up to go to Stranger to get Tahani, but I got the full force.
This is
Stra-
the glow in the dark. You
Stranger.
can't really tell. but
So spent
there's
a little more money at Stranger. You know,
That's
Oh, is that?
good.
Hold on. Is that the glow in the dark? Hold on. Let me see.
This is glow in the dark here. You can't really tell.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit more off white. You can see
Yeah.
than the white.
Yeah.
That's it. You couldn't tell it when you were looking at them, but that was the deal. They're super limited.
I want one of these. I didn't get one of these. This is
That's cool,
Katya.
yeah.
Bro, this cover is fucking amazing. Look at that.
Dude, this
Like
girl
the Russian, like old school babushka, you know. I don't look like no babushka I know. Holy shit. Damn. Limited to 500 on that. I need to get me one of those. Katya killed it, dude. Like big time. Here's the Sveta book from Boom. Hello, San Diego. She's got all the Hall H passes with blood on them, you know. Isn't that
Drama.
great? Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of those.
You ought to get Sveta to remark drama on there, dude. That'd be fucking amazing, dude.
I need one of these. I didn't get one of these. I went to the Tiki party and I didn't get one. They were limited to 100, you guys. Tony killed this homage.
That's cool.
That's something Bad Ideas.
I didn't
doing,
even
right?
see it
His
at the
character?
Tiki party. Did you see it, Leg? Did you see it, Mike?
Not at all, dude. But we got there late.
I did. I got one for one of
pretty
my
late.
nieces. One of my nieces got one.
That's cool, bro. That's
Yeah.
such a cool book.
I had cold pizza. Thanks, Mike. That was good.
Bro,
Lots of cold pizza to go
look
around.
at this. They
That's
did
cool.
the cybernetic desecration Lady Death stuff, but homage the absolute Batman. And they did a slabbed version with CGC, a 13, bro. Limited to 25. I want one of those. I love this. It's actually slabbed. Like,
No, is it?
it's actually slabbed, but it's not
It's not
CGC.
slabbed.
No, it's not.
Yes,
That's
it
the
is.
cover.
It's not slab.
Oh,
dude.
it's not? Because it says
No,
Absolute
dude.
Death Slabbed
they do it all.
Edition.
They
Okay.
do it all. They do it
They've
all.
done that before.
That is so fucking
I've got
cool.
11s and 13s from them.
Because they did that without the slab too.
Ooh. No,
So
that
that-
cybernetic desecration. I always buy. That's one of my favorite covers right there.
So that's
And the
super
Don
cool.
McTeague, who will be in Chicago. Whoop, whoop.
I want one of these. I did not see these. These were free. It's a 608 homage, second print, and I need one of these. What a great free promo book.
Yeah.
The first print of that is the free comic book day one. It's the same cover, just a different finish on it.
And this
pretty
is
cool.
free. They gave these away.
Brian, JD Moreno is asking about the terminal stuff. Did you have you guys talked about that at all?
No, not yet, but we
Okay.
will. Yeah.
Is it coming up?
Yeah, yeah.
Is this Mad selling? You said
I
you
don't
grabbed
know
me
if
one,
it's
but I grabbed
selling.
myself one too.
I don't know if it's selling, but it's super cool.
So they don't have prices right there?
$10, $13.
Okay, for free,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
I ran into Jim Halpern at the con.
Oh,
around
nice.
Heritage. And I asked him, we were talking art, Jim has
I love the
arguably top 3 art collections in the world. And I was asking him, like, what's on your bucket list, man? Like, what's still out there that you were looking for hunting? And the one answer he had was the Mad One cover. And my buddy asked him, well, do you know where it is? He said, yep. The guy won't part with it, but he's older than me. And so Jim's like waiting him out. That's dark, but pretty amazing to hear.
Dude, that would honestly that would be top.
That
Probably
is his
3
top acquisition get.
on my list. Like if you not that it's not going to be extraordinarily expensive, but like price omitting like some in my life, I think Mad One might be number 1.
There were pages at Comic-Con last year, and I think they were around like 15 to 30,000 for a page from Mad One. But I can't imagine that cover. Like that cover has got to be like, I don't know. That's probably a 7-figure cover, maybe more.
I would imagine. I would hope so. Yeah. I wouldn't like life anymore if that wasn't going for $1 million.
I've given up on life, not just comics, but life itself.
Great homage by Mark to another great homage. Yep, really good.
Fantastic.
Limited to 300. I need to get
This
one
is
of
on
these.
It's on FOC now, though, right?
Fuck.
I don't think this.
Yeah.
FOC. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm
no.
What?
Yeah, but I think is it the black and white? John knows. Yeah,
No, but this was only an exclusive. This
right. But I know it's not the same, but it's the same cover in different color.
Oh, okay.
So that's
well, no.
still,
This one was
I'm
offered
serious.
in a sketch cover as well as color for San Diego. By,
So what's on FOC?
Wasn't this
I don't know.
This
I'll
was the
find it.
Comic Tom drop.
No,
Oh,
I know
This
which one
one.
it is, but I'm just saying that if you missed it, you can get it.
Oh, okay.
Amazing. We got some Spider-Man watchers in chat. They've already seen it. I'm so jealous.
Well, never mind. It's not that one. I completely take it back. It's just the Slayer. It's not Drac. My bad.
Okay.
I stand mistaken. Corrected. One of the two.
Okay.
Both actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
No. This was
Although
was
that-
stunning. This or the Davis. Which one do you guys like better? I kind of like that. I'm lean the Torment, and that's a little weird because we know that I'm an absolute Batman freak.
Yeah.
But I'm also a Torment
The
freak.
Unholy One is
So
crazy.
Torment Lifetime is one of my favorite things. Like define my
The unholy
age
one,
12 year.
Like
so I need to get
you
one of
guys
these.
Remember when I went and got out unholy ones before anybody? I was like, I fucking knew that was gonna be a
And
fucking monster, dude.
I need to get one of these. I didn't get any of these either. And to me, this was the other book of the con right here,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Look at that hood.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the reaction from Todd McFarlane? He fucking
Oh, yeah.
knighted Mark Spears, bro.
It was
Like,
so cool, bro. And I can't wait to talk about that with Davis on Saturday. Hope maybe Tom will jump on too, because I'd love to have both of those guys jump on and talk about that moment, because that was fucking so cool.
Yeah, they've done such a good job in with these interviews, and like I don't think they get a lot of credit for that, but so cool.
Like all those, both of these are just they're really good. I love these. I picked up 4 of these. So I did go to the Keen Spot booth and I picked up 4 of these. I picked up 4 of these. I picked up one of the medals. I didn't get any of these.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind getting one of those. I that was a MegaCon book, right? That I didn't get. I don't think I got. I can't remember what this was. but I
no,
need to get one of those.
that's open order.
And
That's
then I need-
regular
Yeah,
retail.
that's
they didn't have any of
a
these.
stack. Those are not combos.
What?
Those are ratio variants.
I know,
from-
but they
from
had
Warner.
ratio variants there. They just didn't have any of these.
Oh.
Yeah,
see the
they had
ratios.
they had the glow in the darks. So I bought 5 of these too, of the glow in the darks.
They had those.
Yeah.
You know what you got to do, man? You got to get Mark to add
What
a
the
beard to that astronaut that looks like your logo.
I know,
Oh no,
right?
but the glow
That's
in the
why I
darks are
want
open
one
order
so
too.
bad, right there.
That
The glow in the darks are
Why,
open
dude?
order too. They're not ratio.
Yeah,
That-
Get him to add a
I know.
beard,
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be a hit. Good catch,
a
John.
beard and some long hair. Yeah.
So,
It could be a Beyond Wednesday shirt, dude.
Beyond Wednesdays,
Beyond Wednesdays.
where we all come.
I love that.
I got
What
all of
else?
that
Oh,
shit.
I didn't see any of these too. I didn't know Clutch had
Broke.
this.
Didn't see him.
Broke.
I went
Bruce
by his booth
Tim.
twice. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
literally
Bruce
forgot.
Tim.
Roop sent them, and I was. I don't know if Clutch was involved, but it was at the booth.
Dude, I need one of these. That is so
I don't
good.
think he was actually. I don't know if that
You
matters.
didn't get
but-
one of those?
Yeah, that was great. I
man?
had it in my hand, and then get sidetracked, and then buy Joe Benitez, and then yeah.
I need one of these too. I didn't get one of these. Look how dope that cover is. That's a jock cover for a new book called Minotaur. Limited to 500. That's
So on the
fucking
leg,
amazing.
you had that He-Man in your hand and you put it down.
I'm just standing there like it's not. That's where I hung out. That's where my pass was from.
So,
But I didn't see it until the end, and then so I'm putting it down. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab. Why would I not pick? Like, you know what I mean? It was like $20. But then I'm sort of waiting for Nathan to get back there to like sign and do more stuff. And anyway, yeah, I'm sure he has more. It's not sold out. But
this
yeah.
is the book
Stupid, I
that
agree.
they had Lucas Lee Garza signing at the 247 booth, Studios booth. And I didn't realize this, but this was an old Extreme book that they did, Liefeld did back in the day that they're doing a new series for. So that's pretty dope. It's Lucas Lee Garza, Bill Sienkiewicz, Liefeld, wrote it and stuff, and really cool.
You see Liefeld walking around with his Deadpool mask on.
Yeah, I got a
interviewing,
funny Liefeld story I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, guys in cosplay asking if they would be able to beat Deadpool.
This
They
Nephi
didn't know
Wars
they would.
Katya, holy shit.
Yep.
Holy
that's it.
shit.
And I think you said they made a medal of that too.
Yeah. Fucking amazing.
It's gotta look great in metal.
Also the Katya Sweet Death is really good. Okay. This again, Katya just showing her getting better. This is Motley Monroe, the cosplayer, and Katya drew her. Like, look how good that is. Looks just like her.
I think she was over at the summit party.
Yep.
Magma.
Yep. I need one of these. This is a book that I did not see, limited to 300. Postal Ash Can.
Fun.
Is
That
this
looks
the same? It's not
awesome.
the same postal, I assume, from like 10 years ago.
I don't know. It's a great question. Looks dope though. I need one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it's definitely not. Yeah.
I need one of these too. This is the Jay Gonzo
Ooh,
punchline
Jay Gonzo.
and the Vaudevillians versus Violante. I need one of those. Again, like it was. Oh my god, this Billy Tucci cover, limited to 40. So
Is that
fucking
like
good.
an homage to what's his name, Ray or Rye, that Valiant cover?
Yeah, Rise Zero.
No,
It is. Okay, all right.
No,
No,
I'm sure it is.
no.
Why wouldn't it be?
Looks
Yeah,
like
it's that Bloodshot cover, isn't it?
It's just a different version
Oh,
of
okay.
this cover.
You don't think that's still an homage?
No,
Look at the name of the character, dude.
Ran.
Ran Rye.
instead of
I don't know. Maybe. But all I know is that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Billy Tucci. That's when another person I didn't get a chance to say hello
Yeah,
to.
dude. I was walking next to him and shook his hand.
So this is one of the Itos that was in the bag. Didn't get any of these.
I hit
Looking
one of
for
those. That's the chase. The other one
Yeah.
was 600.
I didn't get any of these.
Yeah, me
I'm
neither.
going to be buying these on the secondary market.
That's cool.
Yeah. I didn't get any of these, and I really wanted one of these These were promos, free promos.
What are those selling for?
Jim Lee, $30.
They gave me one when I got my Madden. They didn't give you one?
When you got your what?
When the Mad?
No, they
the
didn't
Mad
give me
magazine.
one.
They scanned my badge. They handed me both of them.
Oh, that's so cool. This Supergirl JTC, awesome, so good. SWAT cats, dude. Look at this. Look how amazing that is.
It looks scary.
That is
right.
That is cool, man.
I need one of these too. That's an ash can. Like that looks so dope, dude.
It's like like War of the Worlds kind of
yeah,
design.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely. Good call on that.
And then, of course, this is the Katya Sweet Death. Oh man,
David Ryder.
That was another cool moment seeing 7 or 8 retailers have Sweet Death variants. Like that had to be super cool for Will and Davis. Like, you know,
such great guys too. I mean,
yeah,
it's cool to hang out with Davis.
Yeah, I mean that karma is a thing, bro. Like Davis is a good guy, man. Good shit happens to good people, man.
This sold out.
Love that.
Yeah, this Sveta limited to 150.
That Sveta is awesome.
Yeah. Another Sweet Death. This is the Wheeljack. I mean, look at that.
Has he ever done a bad cover? Like,
no, I don't think I've seen
Jesus
one.
Christ, dude.
I love how she's all like,
he's like, that dude doesn't mail it in at all, dude. He's
smoldering.
like, nah, I'm going full badass now.
Yeah, he never mails it in.
Nope. Mm-mm. Like, you get your money's worth with Will Jack, dude.
yeah, he hung out a couple nights. It was good seeing him. This Tank Girl, I didn't get one of these. I really want one of these.
Yeah, it's a cute cover.
Yeah.
That looks like it's going to be expensive.
Uh-huh.
That is cool. That's
This
done
Teenage
really well.
Mutant Ninja Turtles. I need to get all 4 of these.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just get one. You got to get the set.
Yeah, you
I
got.
don't think they sell just one.
No, you
Oh,
gotta
it's
buy
sold
the
as a
4.
set?
Is it sold as a set?
Dude, it's big clutch set, dude.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
so
clutch
you know
set.
a guy. You know a guy.
Yeah, we know a guy.
Yeah.
Look at those. Look how good they are.
Yeah, it's cool.
So I got to get a set of those. I love this too. This Attack Peter one is so good. I got to get one of those. Last Ronin Training Day. I'm a big fan of Attack Peter. I think he's a cool art. Yeah.
Pretty badass. Clutch's friend too, I guess.
Yeah. All right, Terminal. Here we go. This was the 3rd book of the con. Each one of these, the gold labeled, but specifically this Finch. And can we talk about this a little bit here, Mike?
Amazing piece. Finch just encapsulates some of my favorite era of X-Men. You know, when you think about Messiah Complex, those covers. I used to own the 205 cover with Lady Deathstrike.
Oh,
unreal. Like, seriously, one of my biggest regrets. And I talk about that a lot because I think about it a lot. This cover, so this is what's crazy. This cover was actually at the convention. And I had been inquiring about this for months because I knew this was going to be a big thing. And I got it. So I got David to sell this to me. Worked with Jason Schachter, his rep, did some time payments on this. So I went back and forth and negotiated time payments, but put some money down. And then I was like, I want to know what's going on with the rest of the art. And this is what's crazy, guys. This is a massive creative team. You've got Kubert, Andy Kubert, you got Art Adams, and you got David Finch. And
it's insane.
Kubert and Art Adams are not selling any art from this book. Like they are holding on to all the art. So you think about, I don't know if you guys have seen what's gone on with like Invincible art.
Yep.
That Otley holds his art and the prices are insane. Although he did have a portfolio there at Comic-Con. Schubert's not selling this stuff. So to me, what that tells me is they are they're planning for the
Yeah,
long.
they believe in this.
They definitely believe in this.
Look at this
And
Art Adams. This is the one.
For to give out issues 1, 2, 7,
So-
and 10 already is a little random.
Yep.
But yeah,
But Finch is like my favorite. Even though like I love Art Adams, I love Finch's work. You know.
yeah, Finch is insane, dude.
He's
I'm,
so good.
I'm an Adams fan, but like, I mean, just Finch. I'm like, damn.
There was a
interesting
cool.
that- Oh, I was
Go
going to say,
ahead.
reading issue 1, I don't know if you guys caught this, but Hubert's style sort of morphed into like a little bit of like Valiant Barry Windsor Smith.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys check out
And
some of that first issue, there's some interesting pages that kind of resemble some Barry Windsor Smith.
Did you see the post from Rob about the dinner? Did you guys hear Rob's observations?
No, he does an annual one though. He does 2. He does a Nobu one, and then he does a steak dinner one.
Yep. And he talked about him on the latest observations, and he also put out a post showing the dinners, and it was pretty cool because he talked. He had all the terminal guys there. He had Robert there, he had Hubert there, he had Art there. I think Finch was there.
Yeah.
They were all there, and he talked about it, how cool it is, and he said that this. And he said this year's dinners were the best because of the company. He said that he got to sit next to Frank the whole time.
Yeah, Frank Miller.
Yeah, and he said he number one question he wanted to talk to Frank about was the Jesus book that Frank never did.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So that was super cool. There's something going on with my internet. My internet is acting weird. Let me see if I can find.
Sorry, brother.
It over here.
Some people are talking in chat. Yeah, it's funny. I did the blind bags too at my LCS when I got back. I missed it at drop, and I was kicking myself. The black and whites exclusives that were signed, double signed, were going for $100 at David Finch's booth or at the Essential Sequential booth. So those were $100 each. On the blind bags, I got home and I picked up like 5 or 6 of them, and it was pretty well assorted from the ones I got. I got like 2 cover A, 2 cover B, and then 2 of the Finch covers. So like almost even for me.
Here's
That's
the dinner,
cool.
right? Jeff Lowe.
Dude, yeah. Joyce Chen's
Chen.
there. That's
Yeah,
Art's
wife. There's Rob's wife.
Yeah. Hubert,
Look at-
yeah.
There it is, yeah. Look at that.
That's a crew right there.
What a great dinner. Like, not a great dinner, but a great thing to be able to like get together at these cons and have moments like this with your good friends. That to me is so special. And even Rob is like, really
sitting on the
into
picnic
that.
table, and I came out to talk to him, and I was just having a conversation with him, and about 3 or 4 minutes into the conversation, I noticed that his testicle was hanging out of his shorts.
That was not meant to happen, but I just rolled with it. So what I
That was
mean?
amazing. That's still one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
It's so good.
All right, let's see here. Oh, this Universal Monsters Sienkiewicz for Wolfman, Blood of the Wolfman. Did you see that leg?
Yeah, dude. I did not see it. I didn't get one, anything like that. Holy shit. That is freaking wild, man. Love
cool.
this Kevich stuff. Funny. The first time I ever talked to him was this weekend. So
Vampirella by Katya. Holy
Ooh,
cow.
I like that black suit.
Oh,
damn, that might be the best.
yep. That's a top 5 book of the con to me.
God.
Limited to 200.
Mama.
Yeah. And then this was cool. I grabbed like 3 or 4 of these. They're mini comics, but they're dope.
Yeah.
Wait, our friend needs one.
It's Sergeant Pepper much.
Yeah.
I need one for someone. If
Claudio.
Very cool.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Witchblade 21, Natalie Sanders was also another book of the con.
Oh yeah.
KRS.
Another artist who just doesn't seem to ever put out
Enough.
bad work.
Enough, and you're right, no bad work. Look at that. X-Men 97 variant by Simone DeMeo, who
That's
I met
cool.
at CBLDF party.
Oh, you did?
I did. I got introduced to him, talked to him, told him I thought he was a girl for the first 2 years he was putting out work. He laughed.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's
like
funny.
Simone, you know.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
assumed it was Simone.
Yeah.
And I always assumed it was a female.
Yeah.
And I just found out it's not. So
Yep.
you knew before I did.
Yeah. He came from straight from Italy. X-Men United #2 Momoko from Trinity, limited to $6.99.
What's that selling for?
$115.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I just got ripped off. I just sold one for like 90.
And then Youngblood #100 ends it out. Signed by Todd and Rob. I wish I would have had one of these.
That's cool.
And the panel, the image panel, I heard was one of the best panels at the con.
I believe it.
I'm jealous I didn't get to go to that. So that was pretty amazing. But
Can I tell you what's not fun? Is to have your panel opposite that one.
that was my Segoo.
Bro.
That was my Segoo into the original art panel that you got to do. Let's talk about that.
It was fun. We had a good time. But yeah, they stacked us against the X-Men 97 panel. And then that was the lead up into the Image Founders panel. And so I had so many people after who were like, your line was insane. We couldn't even get into your panel. It was because it was the wraparound from the Image Founders. The panel was awesome. Brett was so cool. I mean, I talked to so many people who said that was like their favorite moment of the con was hearing from Brett and hearing his perspective. He talked a lot about, perspective and technique and how, people who are getting into art should really look at those things. We do have a recording of it, so hopefully we can get the audio and the visual kind of spliced together and get that out. I don't know if you guys know this. Brett Bean has an art book. Have you guys ever seen this?
No.
Okay, so check this out. I was talking about this at the panel because I got this for my nephew. You know how they do How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way?
Yeah.
Brett has his own book.
Oh, that's dope,
You can
dude.
get this on Amazon. It's so good. Like he's talking about perspective and he talks about color palettes, eyes, all the features. Like this is incredible, guys. If you get a chance, if you're at all interested in artwork, like not just like comics themselves, but like the process behind it, this book is so rad.
Yeah, his past is so deep, and you can see it. All
Video
the crazy
games,
different
movies.
backgrounds. Yes, video games, movies,
Muppets,
things like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, Muppets. Been able to talk.
Wait,
to
what year did that come out, Mike?
This book? Good question. The cover price on it is $38. I think I got it for $20 on Amazon. Let me see if I can find the publication here.
Yeah, and just a consummate
gotta be recent, right?
professional.
2024. Yeah.
Worked with
He's-
Scotty for that second series of I Hate
Yep.
Fairyland, like 2022 series. Did great. The first 22 issues, I think he did, and then just finally came back firing with Dork and all cylinders, man. And honestly, it's one of the best series out there. It's
Yeah.
not. I think everyone would just like it. Like the art is so great, all the different stuff. He was talking about, I don't know if it's out there, so I'm not going to say, but he was talking about someone famous writing like an issue, and I'm like, well, would he be doing like a one-off, one of the issues or something like that? And then he's like, well, maybe he just gets onto a character if he doesn't one of those. And I was like, I think that guy on drawing a one-off of the Shield would be amazing. So anyway.
Oh yeah.
So panel was fun. All that to say, the panel was fun, but not as fun as seeing you all. Had an absolute blast just hanging with you guys.
We should probably talk a little bit about that a little bit more because that was the fun part. I think every night at some point, like we would all meet up and all get together, and finish out the night. I think the only night where I didn't go out was Saturday night. I think
Bad idea party.
No, Sunday night,
bro.
Sunday night.
I went to bed.
Yeah, I went
We were invited to a live stream and I didn't wake you up.
Yeah,
I also didn't go. So.
I told Legg, I was like, I'm gonna just pass out for a little bit while you're doing your live sale. Just wake me up when we're done. And that was like at 7 or 6. I was like, I'm just gonna pass out for a little bit. Next thing I know, I wake up at
7:30.
Yeah, midnight. 12:30.
And I streamed for a while, and I'm just sort of, and after I talk that long, I know there's a chat, so I feel like I'm talking to somebody, and I play music, but at the same time, I need a minute after just talking for hours and selling, like trying to like emotion, like you're running on just pure adrenaline doing these streams, especially like streams when you got a lot of 100, there are 200 people in there. If I'm doing my regular eBay and I'm trying to figure something out, and what I'm gonna sell, how are you guys doing? What are you guys looking for? What are we doing? But that just rapid fire is like, oh boy,
yeah,
let's go. So that was a lot. So so Bryan wakes up, he's like, so what do you want to do, man? I was like, bro, it's 12:30. I think. I was like, last call's 1:30 and it's Sunday, bro. I think I'm like, want to turn on a movie or something? Dude, I'm just sad, dude. I'm sitting there watching our friend's live stream, just drinking a beer. Like, I think that's what we're doing, bro.
That's it, yeah.
Calling it a night, man. I was
Sunday. I was
tired,
so out of gas, dude. I was so out of
Yeah.
gas. I barely saw you, Mike. I feel sad, but hey, man.
Dude, don't
I missed a lot. So anyway,
like one of my favorite moments was after the Bad Idea party. We found that dive bar.
Oh yeah,
and we were just hanging out with some close friends of mine, and my nieces came down. We're all just chilling.
Fun, yeah.
And then I see you guys walk through the door. I was like, oh man, this is awesome. It was cool.
That was like the perfect way to end the night. So we go to the Bad Idea party, which was great. Absolute amazing event. I think I have I probably have. Let me see if I can find out all these freaking videos I got. I think I took I took some images from it. But that was a lot of fun. And then they actually let us stay they let us stay there a little extra later than normal. Which was nice. And then everybody's like, oh, where are you going? And I think Jeff, Golden Age Guru, and a couple other people are like, hey, we're going this way to this party, and it was the opposite way. And then,
it was North Beach. I was like, bro, we can see where we're standing, the opposite across the bay right there. I was like, ain't no chance in hell I'm going north, dude.
Yeah.
And we're staying in the gas lamp. It's not like we're going to some industrial area to like go.
Yeah. No, you're in a good spot. Well, there's two. So we're down in Point Loma, was kind of where the Bad Idea party is. That whole peninsula is called Point Loma. There's a university down there, and there's 2 dive bars. There's the one that we were at, and then there's like the harbor or something, where all the Navy SEALs hang out at.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, well, we'll just go to the university one. Didn't want to see that get out of hand.
Yeah, totally, dude.
Navy SEAL.
Yeah, because that's that's a big training camp down there for the SEALs.
Oh yeah. Thank you for your service, but you guys can have your own night at the bar together.
I want them to have their own space, right? Like, let them have their space. They don't need us.
I know that's a fight waiting to happen. They're ready.
Not really. It won't be much of a fight.
It's quick, man. I go down quick.
Yeah. Turtle.
Yeah. I like to say, take a couple, but Jesus.
Yeah,
man.
So this, for those of you guys that don't know, this is the view from the Bad Idea party.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Bali Eye.
Yeah.
That was the best, dude. Bali have my ties.
So if you're looking at this, like where those skyscrapers are, that's kind of where the convention is. It's over that way a little bit.
Right where are those? Yeah, right there. You can. Yeah.
But it was
nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, it's super. It's the best. It's right there. The cold water, like the ocean breeze feels good. Like when you're in the middle of the cities, you don't really feel that. Like when you're downtown, it was humid as shit.
It really was. Yeah.
This year was like next level humid. It's not usually like that.
No.
This is the most humid I remember feeling it.
Yep.
And which is, plenty of people across the United States are like, shut up, dude. Oh, poor you. You had a little humidity.
80 degrees
with
and
your
humid.
80-degree weather in San Diego. It's 106 where I live. It doesn't even feel as hot.
I know. That's true.
Because that's not wet here.
That's true. Yeah. We stayed in Little Italy, which is just a little bit north of the convention, and we had these garbage trucks that were coming in at like 7 a.m. every morning with like 3 dumpsters outside our house. So
Oh,
at 7
no.
a.m. it was this wake up call of big dumpsters just being thrown into the into the dump trucks. We were over it, man. That was crazy. Nice house, but we were done.
Let me see if I
I'm
can
sorry.
get
It's like
this.
Northern Cali's better. Carla, I'm in Sacramento, Roseville area, so I got a lot of love for NorCal. I get it.
Let's see if I get this to work here.
I'm from Stockton.
There you go.
I love Stockton, so
Represent.
It's my hometown. So
Soggy, yeah. Okay, 100 plus degrees. So you got to be like Central Valley or Sacramento.
Well, now I'm in the desert in Southern California, so it's 106 today.
Yep, dry.
0% humidity though.
I know.
0.
I know.
Yeah, but also I can't lie. Like it end up being a toss up. Like if you had to walk like that,
you're not wrong.
Carrying shit like I do with carts from back and forth from the con between 80 degrees of humidity or 106 without it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Whatever. I made it just fine.
Brian, Carla, and Soggy are saying you need to come visit Northern California. For your particular proclivities.
What's some good, dude? Are there like
Yes.
I don't mean this negatively. Is there like are there any good like what's a good convention up there? I never see them on my schedule.
There's a really fun convention over in Berkeley that's amazing. It's a small show. You know,
which one is it? Is it in Cape and Cal?
Berkeley Comic Con. You can follow it.
Okay.
It's a blast.
Cape and Cal and Alameda looks cool. I think it's just a Sunday. It's like next month or something.
Yeah. No, check the Berkeley convention. That's cool. I would say no. Northern California is kind of missing. They used to have a really good show in San Francisco, but that's gone away.
WonderCon.
Yeah.
They brought it down here, right?
Wasn't it that? Yeah. It's.
I think it was WonderCon. WonderCon was in San Francisco, and then they brought it down here a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I think that's right.
12 years ago. Probably longer than that. But
Soggy saying there isn't anything to do in Chico. I mean, come down to Sacramento. We'll show you a good time. You're only an hour and a half away.
Mhm.
Big crew down here.
Well, yeah.
So
that's funny. I just want to go see you guys, not my family.
Right? That's right.
They're almost gone. I got like a cousin and a strange uncle left. The rest are like we're just not with us anymore. It's not it's not like I hate my family. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Pub saying time to start a con. They've tried. It's not a fun con when they try. The Sacramento Comic Con's okay. That's decent, but it's a lot of trash and trinkets rather than comics.
People actually do go to the Stockton Con, but I don't think it's a big deal. It's kind of a thing. It's kind of weird when people are like, "Oh, I'll go to Stockton Comic Con." I'm like,
Yeah, it's kind of like Sacramento. Sacramento's like it's decent, but it's it's a good con to take your kids to check out where it's not going to be a marathon. Go see it for an hour or two, and you're good.
There was one moment. So as soon as we got there, I think this lady stayed at the same place we stayed. Like, as soon as we got there, we were right next to the baseball field, right? And this is Tuesday night, and I'm like, man, there sounds like there's a concert going on there, and we're just chilling on our balcony watching this concert, and it's fucking Ed Sheeran. Yeah, we got a free fucking Ed Sheeran concert, dude. It was crazy.
That's an expensive ticket,
right?
Yeah,
yeah. Price of admission for your $5,000 condo, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
I'd love to see Ed. Ed's a good musician, man, and a good dude. That's cool.
So that was kind of interesting.
It'd be cooler if I knew. Might have recorded it for a second or something like that. He's just out there like, I don't know. That's not really what I listen to. I don't know who it is. I'm old. I don't care. But I'm like, oh well, I would have liked to.
I was like, this is actually kind of good. Who is this? I'm not a big Ed Sheeran fan, but I was like, this is decent stuff. But man, there was a lot of people that I was bummed that I didn't get to see or spend more time with, and that's always to me like the biggest thing is not getting to see everybody. The Eisners weren't that big of a deal as normal, which is kind of interesting. It's just
becoming too political. You know?
Yeah.
I heard some stories this year too about the handoff and leadership that were not very polite.
Yeah, I've heard it's more. I'll put it. So they always kind of give awards to books that we may or may not read. I wish I read more comics. Okay, I'm not sitting up here and being like, I'm one of them that reads every book, gives it all the creativity and everything to everybody else. But that they had to give some props to Absolute Batman finally.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
can't hide that.
You
It's been
can't
carrying the
not.
industry.
You can't not. There's New Keys. This is a phenomenon. Like people saying that it's New 52. I'm sorry. The New 52 was great for comic book people. It did not bring
New readers,
Facebook groups, new readers, people into stores. I mean, some for sure. There were definitely new people. It was a great jumping on point. It definitely helped. The Nolan movies were cooking, So, but I'll tell you what, this thing's a phenomenon. It's a cultural phenomenon. So anybody that says, I would not buy every store variant on the first day. I'm not trying to hate on store variants by any means. You know what I mean? As a person who does them as well, I'm just saying, be careful how you spend your money, or only buy what you like. But Absolute Batman is a phenomenon that this train's not stopping. So
I think the way I the impact to me is, like we talked about homages earlier. There has not been a modern book like that has been homaged so quickly and so widespread as that book. And that, to me, speaks to the impact of it.
It's
where
absolute
other creators are saying this is one of the most iconic or recognizable issues of this generation. And that's what an homage is, right? You don't homage something that's like obscure for the most part. You homage something that's recognizable. And I mean, you can count. I mean, it's dozens at this point, dozens upon dozens.
Of homages. It's over 100.
In 2 years. That's insane for a modern book.
Yeah, and the crazy thing was, like, I guess we're coming up on a year, but let's just say that at New York Comic Con last year, it was like it was a cool thing.
Yeah.
It was a cool thing. The variants were cool. Everything was cool.
Yeah.
But by about number 15, like a couple months later when Joker came out, because I think 13 was kind of New York last year, and this year's going to be 25, it's another phenomenon.
Yeah.
You could get number ones for like $60, $80. I remember all the number ones I had. I thought I was balling, auctioning them all for $40 is like the main book in my auction. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, what did you do?
Yeah.
That's life, man. So and it just keeps going. And look at the prices, especially of like 2 through like 13, 2 through 12.
Yeah.
Look at the prices 9, 10, 11, 12. Bane, and Bane's coming back. Now, they basically said it, and they left the window open for him to get there. So
the Bane fight is one of my favorite issues of
14.
comics.
14's incredible.
Start to finish is, to me, like just a masterclass of writing.
And then they followed up with 15.
Yeah.
With Jock working on it.
Yeah.
And then Jock starts charging $50 a signature. It's like, bro, you did your first issue. You already want $50. All right.
And
as I hand him $50.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah, it's funny. The day issue 1 was released, I went to my LCS and I had a group of buddies that were coming over, and I just bought probably 6 copies of it. I just gave them out, like, hey guys, like, this is new, like, let's check it out, let's have some fun. I just gave all my buddies a copy. Like, guys, some of these guys don't collect comics. My buddy Rob, especially, and he's just like, dude, this book is worth how much now? It's crazy, right? And it's just, we're just having fun.
Right.
That's what comics were for.
And that was a cyclical thing, sort of. The people that caught in to get those books there for the first time ever, they had comic books they could make money off.
Yeah, it's
What
true.
the hell do you mean? What the hell you mean this is worth $300?
Yeah.
Oh, what? I'll take $300 and I'll buy some more.
Yeah, that's cool. Buy the rest of the series. Buy a second print of the rest of the series.
They have, for sure. That's the best part.
Did you guys talk about the drama for the Dark Knight stuff earlier?
About the Frank Miller stuff. I talked about it on the industry show last night about people getting in fights over the recreation thing. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
There was at one point someone offered, this is a true story, very famous comedian / artist offered a friend of a friend the watch on his wrist for his book. And I will tell you that watch was a pretty nice watch. We're talking like some figures. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like over 10K for his book. Insane.
That is nuts. Yeah, I
But
heard
I also
there
heard
was.
that there was some blowback from some people at DC who are not very happy that
I
was
heard that
released.
too. Yeah, I heard that too.
It was not well received from the mothership.
Not many people knew about it,
No.
until there
Well,
was
it's interesting
bad news
because-
about
Are you
it.
talking about the Frank Miller?
The
the
Dark Knight
recreation.
Returns. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting because I'll tell you, there's a collector named Francis, or we call him Franchise. Franchise was kind of doing this years ago. He was getting people to recreate Dark Knight pages, like his favorite artists. Like, hey, can I get Daniel Warren Johnson to do this page of Dark Knight 1? So he was doing this for a while. Then another collector apparently had this idea to put it together and started commissioning it through those artists. And it's my understanding that he sort of didn't finish it. Like he kind of ran out of the money or whatever. And then I don't know whether he sold it back or if they were just all redone. But somewhere along the line, I'm curious to find out if anyone has any knowledge on this. But apparently then somebody else picked up the baton and finished it out. And that's how this was done. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Cool idea.
Yeah. We'll see how it plays out. See if it costs them in the end, right?
Let's keep an eye and see if there's any on the secondary market. I'd love to see if those things are where they end up.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? What else? Anything we miss? Anything that you got? I mean, we're going to be talking about San Diego, I feel like, for a couple weeks for sure.
Yeah.
This guy right here was the hit of the con too.
Yep.
These are the trading cards. I would say if you have not kind of picked up Dungeon Crawler Carl, you will know that property within the next year. I mean, it's insane.
It's the new
rocket
new
that
everything.
Yeah,
It's the new
live action, comics, action figures. I mean, it is going to be a cultural movement, I think, for the next probably 5 years to 10 years. So
it could be a
buckle up,
while.
Buttercup.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty nuts.
There's not, and only knowing about it the last couple months max.
Yeah,
it's been just crazy. So, even before this con, some of the stuff that I've been able to sell because people gave me links.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, and I didn't even realize what I was selling, and then people started giving me like the free comic book day, like 150 remarks. Somebody comes on my show, gives me $350 for one, 350 for another one. It's been, and I was like, all right, hold on. They're like, yeah, I'm not into comics. Dungeon Crawler Carl. And see, that's a month and a half ago. And I'm all, there's something going on here. So, immediately, I start they're like, audiobook's the way to go. I'm like, good. I'm not trying to be a dick. I don't have time to read 500-page books.
Yeah.
I can't even get to my comic books, man. Right. You know what I mean? I'm not saying none of my comic books, but I can't get to what I want.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a force, and that's really not just because I had a hit. I was actively trying to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought that time had passed, and Clutch making that happen, man, and me having the sales, like I joke around about tears being brought to my eyes, but I'm not actually joking around. Like kind of an incredible thing, and having to meet the people. I know some of the people jumped in earlier tonight, meeting some of the people that are just supporters and new into comics, and hopefully guide them in the right direction as well.
Yeah.
With people trying to gouge, like be who they are. I did get, hold on. One thing I didn't show, I want to show real quick. I can reach it in 1 second.
While Leg's looking for that, you want some spec news for your
Yeah.
spec crew? At the legal defense dinner, I was talking to Kyle Higgins, and he said that Radiant Black had just been picked up by Netflix. So something to think about if you're looking at potential options there. That might be something to think about.
So
yeah, fuck
I
yeah,
think
dude.
I forget if I showed it, but I added a third sig on this one. So
nice.
on the free one, so I got first signature Scott Snyder, first signature Nick Dragata, and now I added Nathan Gooden on the bad boy. So that is the triple, the first from Snyder, first Dragata, and added Gooden. And I had to complain. He's like, I hope you got the pen. I was like, I went and found the pen, dude.
There you go.
We couldn't have him over there. And like, it's got to be, it's pretty close, right? It's close enough.
Close enough.
It's close enough, dude. So I've just been holding this around like, man, I did something. See, all I have is ideas. Can't do anything creative, but I think it's something every once in a while.
Shout out to Nick Barucci's in the chat. He says, jumping in real
What up,
quick
Nick?
to say hi and wish everyone a happy new comic book day. As a matter of fact, Nick's got something going on very interesting tomorrow. Was it Friday night, I think? Let me find this. Here we go. Check this out. This is going on Friday night over at the EXP.
Everybody, this Friday, July 31st, we're ending the month with a bang with our Christmas in July grand finale. Last Christmas in July, part 2, got a little interrupted because we had James come on with Rob Guillory talking about their Kickstarter. But before we get into the promo, wherever you're watching this video, please hit that thumbs up, sharing is caring, let your friends know. Wherever you're watching this promo, please make sure you're subscribed. And if you believe you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. And whether you're subscribing for the first time or confirming subscription, subscription, hit that bell for notifications. Remember, YouTube subscriptions are free. So, or at least for the podcast, they are. So, Friday, we're going to have Christmas in July blowout. A few pieces will be at $25 for December 25th. We're going to have a lot of fun. But we're also going to have a good amount of Spider-Man. So, like the Spider-Man 67 page, check it out. We're going to have this recreation of Amazing Spider-Man number 6. Amazing Fantasy 15 recreation, plus the recreation of the original cover. On top of that, we are going to have some Batgirl pages by Emmanuel Lupacino. We're going to have Detective Comics by Armin Carnero and Scott Hanna. Invincible Iron Man by Joe Bennett and Scott Hanna. Then we're going to have Steve Dillon, Ultimate Avengers. We're going to have JLA. We're going to have FF movie adaptation. I know it's Dan Jurgens, and it's probably RT Bear or Jerry Ordway Inks. I'll need to double check. You know, most
those
people would
guys.
know. A little bit of Garcia Lopez, a little bit more Spider-Man and Spider-Boy, cover-ups, and Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. Plus, we'll have more deep discounted art to celebrate Christmas in July. So this Friday, July 31st, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, only on the original art experience, and I look forward to being seen by you there.
There we go. Make sure you guys go check it out. I'll put the link in the description and below on the comments as well. Shout out to Nick. It would have been good to see him at the con. I think he didn't. One of the few years Nick didn't get to make it out to San Diego. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a bummer. All right. I'm surprised that we still have 3 of us up on the panel right now. We're all so freaking tired, man. Being there Tuesday through Monday kicks your freaking ass, dude. It really does.
And all few hundred packages will be gone by tomorrow. So
Damn,
they're all gonna be gone. Yeah. So all your books, your dungeon crawlers. I hope to God they'll all be out tomorrow. I've got a lot to. So I've got almost 100 left, but they're situated. Like the labels are printed, they're on top of the books. They just need packed. So that's what's going on, man. So everybody wait for your dungeon crawl. I know. Thank you for your patience. I got home Monday night. I even ran a show yesterday. So unless you bought something yesterday, that is not out. Those are in a different box. But if you want more dungeon crawler, I've got a big show Friday. I might run another one tomorrow night. We'll see. But I'll give you more books.
There we go.
I'll see what I have left. Let's put it that way. I think I know what I have left. It's not a lot. And yeah. And anybody who's still in here, man, thank you guys for the support. Craziest shit I've ever had. Craziest shit. I might never have another hit of a book like this. So another thing, doing drops like that instead of auction, I know it's won me a little favor. So thank you guys. And I hope you can even make some money on those things. So
I'll have some of these available on my next sale. So I think Whatnot maybe Thursday, and then eBay Live Sunday. I got a bunch of. I did pick up a couple of books at the con. Like I said, I got some Svetas that I'll be selling. I got a couple of those Dungeon Crawler Carls, thanks to Legg. So I'll be dropping. I'm keeping the embossed ones. They're too cool. So those are going in PC. But I should have like one of the Dungeon Crawler Carls available, or two.
Give them a couple.
Yeah, right.
You don't need all 6.
Yeah, and then I have just a bunch of other books that I grabbed at the con that'll be available. I'll be doing cards and stuff as well. And then, so, all right, giveaway time. Here we go. A winner is... Litzy Sports Cards. Litzy Sports Cards. Hit me up at Bryan McClay. And here is what you win. You ready? Let's see what.
All you had to do was talk in the chat to be in the giveaway, I think, right?
Yep, that's all you had to do was to talk in the chat. All right, here we go. This is what you win, Litzy. You win. Ooh. You win
Action Comics, Sora Song, Virgin variant.
Yep, not bad.
From the big clutch booth. Hell yeah. No, Sora, that's the Virgin too.
Yep.
DC always puts the little logo up there, but it's still considered a Virgin in my.
Yep. That's the limited one too, right? So pretty dope. That's what you win, Litzy. Hit me up on IG or figure out a way to get a hold of me. Very, very cool. So shout out to eBay Live and Clutch for doing these and giving these away and allowing me to grab some to give away on the show. That was super cool. And then I'll have a couple other things available. Oh, here's what I didn't show you guys. I did get these. Check these out. So that's
dude, so nice.
Sveta.
I missed everything.
Sveta. Hold on.
Badass,
Focus. What's going on here? There we go. So that's pretty dope. This one's really dope. These are all Sveta. This one's really fucking dope. That one. This one right here. Cowgirl. And then I got this one. That one. And then I got these. Check these out. This was super cool. So I got the Bull Airs did a Garbage Pail Kids collab. And I got the shirts. There was a New Wave Dave shirt and a TV Stevie shirt. And they had fat man sizes. So they had 5X. Yeah. They had 4X and 5X. I think you can still get them at their website, Bull Airs. But they also had these dope pins, right? So I got this one, right? And it came with these cards that I put in holders. So that's pretty dope. I got that.
Damn.
And then I got this one's glow in the dark, and the cards glow in the dark.
Sweet.
I got those, and then they gave me these free cards from last year too. And then I got, they gave me these too. And then I got these. They had Dead Ted, so I got the Dead Ted. And then I got this Dead Ted. So, JDK.
You didn't get Attack of the Killer Tomatoes hat?
I did not, even though it was cool. It was
cool.
super cool.
I wouldn't wear it, but it's cool as fuck.
Yeah. It was.
I'm not saying I wouldn't sit here and wear it, but
oh yeah, and I did get one of these. Shout out to the More Great Art crew. Did you remember your San Diego?
I do. I brought my glass home. I got my. I did get mine. That's all I got since I didn't show up. So I got that for $100.
Yeah, right. So I think that was it for the pickups that I got at the con.
The only thing left that's sitting next to me is a good old Larry Wells fun commission. The only cherry blank they've ever made. So I had to have good old Larry draw this on there for me. So that's it. Only cherry 24.
I do feel a
There's
little
others.
bit of sickness creeping in, so I'm hoping that I can knock that out. I don't know if you feel okay, but
I'm always fine.
Yeah.
Wash your insides thoroughly with alcohol, man. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Make sure you were drinking, dude. So immune system down. Give yourself a little whiskey.
I know, dude.
I'm telling you, you went go, then you go cold turkey, dude. Ease off a little. You know how it goes better than I do, bro.
Yeah,
Wind yourself
right?
down a little, Jack Daniels. Call it a day.
Yeah. So anyways, all right, so what do we have? So Thursday I might do a whatnot. Friday, House of Stein, so we'll be talking more about the hottest books of the week, and there'll be tons of San Diego talk on that one. And then Saturday, you guys. So Saturday, I figure save all the Davis talk, the Tom talk, the Jim Mint talk for that show. Talk all the drama shit for Drama Alert for that show, and I've got a bunch of videos that I'll show on Saturday night as well, and pictures and stuff of us all being out and having a good time. So that'll be Saturday night, and then I'm sure next week we'll continue to talk a little bit about San Diego. So a few weeks of San Diego fucking crap to talk about. Yeah, lots of drama to talk about on Saturday. Yeah.
Anybody's going to Chicago Expo, let me know. I just decided I'm going. I know Comics Elite's going to be there.
Mhm.
I got Chonko said he'll be there, and I've never met him.
Shout out to Chonko. Yeah. Good dude.
Anybody else going to be in Chicago, let me know.
There you go. That being said, love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon. Adios.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.